So I actually was looking at something the other day, and this is like insanely random, but this is an episode of the Throwback, so this is like the perfect time to have something random. But it was actually a study over time of like people named Miles being born in the United States, and they actually showed it on a timeline as to like when Miles Morales came out. The number actually jumps like significantly a few years after that.
Really?
Yeah, of like just like babies being born in the United States that are named Miles.
I mean, it's probably like the whole like little girls getting called Khaleesi. The name Khaleesi.
Or Daenerys.
Yeah, Daenerys. Yeah.
Khaleesi? Oh, Game of Thrones.
That is interesting. So, you saying that brought me down like a rabbit hole I haven't been down in a long time, and that is behind the whole idea of why is his name even Miles Morales? Because his mom's name is Morales.
Because in Hispanic culture, they take the female's last name.
Yeah, but not in black culture. So
true,
right?
So I don't fucking. I just thought it was just maybe his dad was just like being cool. I'm like, you know what?
Maybe he's an aggressive father.
Actually, I think he has like 4 names. Actually, probably.
Is this why Jewish Spider-Man in the cartoon has a hot Puerto Rican aunt?
That's probably it. No.
I don't know why you think she's Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican, dog. You seen the show?
Yeah.
I know a fine Puerto Rican one when I see one.
Mocha Queen.
So the interesting thing though, because I have thought about like the whole Miles Morales thing and like his name. So his dad's name, his last name is should be Jefferson. Mm-hmm. Or no, his last name is Jefferson Davis, and so it'd be Miles Davis. But there's obviously a famous black musician.
There's already a Miles Davis.
Named Miles Davis, yeah.
So maybe they use the loophole of Hispanic cultures.
Yeah. And copyright.
Same,
Marvel can't copyright that name.
They can't copyright that name.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'd be kind of an issue for them.
So, but they made up the names. So
they did. I imagine
why they write themselves in a hole.
Well, I imagine that when Bendis was creating it, he probably thought he was paying homage to Miles Davis, and then got so far down the pipeline, and then he realized I can't actually do that.
Somebody in legal was like, "Hey, dog. So listen, we need to be able to make serious cash off of this shit,
and not have Miles Davis sue the fuck out of it."
Yeah.
That's going to confuse so many people when they think that Miles Davis is Spider-Man.
Well, I think they should have named him something different than Spider-Man, if I'm honest.
I mean, well, yeah.
He's like, so
because no one calls him Spider-Man, they call him Miles.
Well, he's called Spider-Man quite a bit.
Yeah. He's like, so I should delete this where the Thing is going to be Neil Armstrong now?
Oh, my God.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
You probably should.
Should delete that immediately.
So we are here to restart the Throwback series, which was something that was actually created before it was created. It's hard to pinpoint like when exactly the idea for the Throwback series started.
It was Howard the Duck.
I think it was before that. Because it was just the Mario Brothers.
Anywhere near me.
It may have been Mario Brothers. It may have been Mortal Kombat.
I want to say Howard the Duck started it.
Yeah. That started the fight. That started the war.
Well, that definitely started the war. Yeah. However, I do believe that was the first older movie that we watched and reviewed.
That was before we did like Mortal Kombat.
I mean, there's a way to look this up. But
but I'm pretty sure it was pre-Mortal Kombat.
Okay. It could have been.
Because I actually wasn't even...
What was first, Mortal Kombat or Mario Brothers?
I don't remember. They were all around the same time.
I want to say Mario Brothers was after Howard the Duck. I know that for a fact. Because I was on both of those.
Yeah. Well, regardless, wars aside, we've decided to... disarm our nuclear armaments. Okay.
For now.
We still got them stockpiled,
though. Got deterrence.
And now we peacefully gather and we partake of a movie of one's choosing to take a stroll down memory lane again. And typically the rules for the Throwback series are the movie has to be at least 25 years old or 30 years old if it is a franchise movie. So if it has several entries in the franchise, it has to be at least 30, otherwise 25 years old. And the older we get, the more we realize that wasn't that long ago.
Can you not do that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have like Revenge of the Sith on here.
That's
Who's doing that? Why would
I'm
you
just
do that?
saying that shit came out in what 2005. So 2035.
yeah.
Fuck.
That, so
Yeah.
I guess
That
by
would
that
have
same
30
rule
years.
set, if we were to do like Star Wars in that category, would we break it down by trilogy or would we do that by the whole fucking thing? So in other words, if you wanted to do A New Hope, would we have to wait until?
I thought it was movie to movie.
Well, A New Hope. Obviously, all of the older ones would already.
fall under.
I thought we went by
would be-
like the
'cause
year
it's way past 30.
that the movie came out.
Yeah, it's got to be that year. So like, if you want to do Star Wars, you got to do original trilogy
That's
because
it, yeah.
Phantom Menace, or the Ewok movies, because because the Phantom Menace,
Just the original trilogy. That's
No.
all exists.
because the Phantom Menace came out in '99, so you have to wait until 2029.
I'm all for the Ewok movies.
I bet
We
you
know.
are, Brendan.
Only one of them is good.
I don't believe that.
I don't know.
I don't think you would enjoy either of them.
I believe that.
But there is
You
but
still have
I,
some PTSD from the holiday special.
but I do fucking know that if I were to show you both of them, you would go, "These are both awful," but there is definitely a difference in quality.
Maybe that's the reason why you are okay with the other one.
Because the other one's just like super terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. Like, and I also watched them both when I was a kid, and I didn't like the bad one when I was a kid either.
So these are live action or cartoons?
They're live action. They're using the exact same puppets and shit from
Yep.
Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Because George Lucas
I
just
think I
had fuck
vaguely
it money.
remember these.
Fuck it, money.
So did he cancel these movies as well with the holiday special? Like, did he get rid of these? Like,
No.
No,
these
just
were.
nobody talks about them because they are garbage.
Yeah, you could go rent these shits at like Movie Gallery and Blockbuster.
Hold the fuck
It was
up.
on VHS.
Who the fuck doing that now anyway?
I'm saying
Yeah, I think
back
he
when
meant back
these
in the
movies
day.
were a
Oh,
thing.
okay.
These
Back in the
movies
day.
are on Disney Plus.
They are.
Are they?
Yeah, both of them.
The holiday special isn't though.
The holiday special is not.
Parts of it is like the cartoon. The
the only thing that was good about
Yeah.
it, the Boba Fett cartoon.
The Boba Fett short.
I actually have a holiday special Boba Fett action figure.
I think it's
Right,
because of the holiday special that he is like. Don't get me wrong. The little bit you get in Empire, which actually I think got cut in the original release, but the stuff you get from Return of the Jedi is like it made him so popular. That's why they had to add him to that.
That's because
Well, no, Boba Fett's in the original release of Empire.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is it that one scene where he's just talking to all the bounty hunters, or?
Yeah, and
he pops up
he-
there.
Oh, that's right, because he does take.
He takes
Han.
him at the end,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
He's cool.
He is cool.
He's mysterious in the background and
Brendan,
does that shit.
is there a movie that exists that would break you?
Oh yeah, there's like
What?
a lot of like
Name-
boring
just
ass
name one.
movies. Like I didn't bother watching Fan Four Stick. Like I don't have any interest in watching that bullshit.
I see. The reason I asked that is because before the Throwback series was named Throwback,
Mm-hmm.
I had Brendan on for episodes that I couldn't get anyone else to do, like Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren.
That was fun.
And Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I remember that movie. I just did
I
not
do
know
too.
it was Superman related.
I'm gonna get the copy of Oppenheimer that I have. I'm gonna edit the titties out, and that's what I'm gonna pick for Brendan.
See, I think that's the key. We have to get a movie that's so thought provoking
Yeah.
to break him.
Have you seen The Prestige?
I was going to ask you, like, when are we doing the Prestige?
Have you seen The Prestige?
No.
I think you'll
I
hate
actually
it.
want to watch it.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
I love
it's
Christopher
perfect.
Nolan movies, so
It's perfect, but I don't think you would like it.
you don't think I would like it?
No, I do not.
I love the
shit.
shit.
A lot of judgment.
I love. There is a lot of judgment, but I'm used to it.
What do you think about Interstellar? You like
I
Interstellar?
love the fuck out of Interstellar.
Okay.
I bought that collector's
the set?
edition
No,
that
okay.
I showed you.
If you can keep up with Interstellar, then Prestige should not be a problem.
You underestimate me.
I mean, I think that's like your whole MO though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's how you get through life.
I think Joker 2 will fuck you up.
If you the least you expect, the more less I have to deliver.
I could
Oh,
never
believe me, I used to run that game in high school. I get you.
I could never put Joker 2 on here even like 30 years from now because I can't sit through that movie ever again.
That almost broke me. I did watch that.
It was.
To
Filet à deux.
Filet à
yeah,
deux.
Yeah.
Fucking
Which
dope.
filet à deux is French for shitty movie.
Deuce. Joker the Deuce.
This week's throwback is from the homie Brendan. I called you the homie Brendan, so I guess did the paperwork come through?
I'll be
Commission
honest.
break. I think that was a typo. I'll get my people
Oh,
back.
okay. What?
I got the
Come on.
email, but it got
What we doing
auto-sorted
here?
into my trash.
What kind of establishment are we running here?
Anything from the committee
Automatically
into the trash.
That's gonna be an issue for them.
Because, see,
I'm going to have to
Junior,
talk to the committee.
it turns out that on that episode that we did where you went through like the worst comic book adaptations, Junior apparently had vodka in his bottle during that episode.
Both of them or just one of them?
Both of them.
Oh.
And then in the episode after that, he had a chaser in one and vodka in the other one. And the committee was like, "You have to stop doing this." And I just deleted that shit.
Oh. I mean,
They got no proof I read that. Oh, you recording this?
well,
I knew this episode was going to be special.
off to a great start, let me tell you. So, Brendan, your pick was the 1986 classic, iconic, super memorable, and well-paced movie.
You say this all ironically. This is a very iconic movie.
I haven't even
That's
finished.
because y'all aren't fans.
Let me cook.
Let him cook, Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you
This
cook.
is great.
I'm going to let you cook.
Water.
Water.
I'm just going to let all of this...
Now I'm remembering
Rumble.
that fucking stupid shit. God damn it.
This is very entertaining to me. Keep it going, guys. Please.
Let him cook.
Let him cook, Bruce.
The classic film Transformers. Not the Michael Bay ones or any of the other ones that come out since the Michael Bays, but the old school animated Transformers movie.
The only Transformers movie that qualifies
The only one that qualifies.
Yeah.
for a while.
No,
Michael Bay was like 2007, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there was any other.
So you gotta wait
actual
for
movies.
2037.
They were all like
Wow, yeah.
series up until then.
Yeah. Brendan, so this is obvious for all of us here, but for the homies listening, man, what made you decide to pick Transformers 86?
Obviously, Transformers is the best franchise of all time. Obviously.
Whoa,
I said it. I said what I said.
That's some high...
I hold
praise there.
Transformers above Marvel for me and Star Wars, and those are like top three.
I will attest. Like almost every time I see you, have some sort of Transformer memorabilia on. So like, and I can definitely see your opinion being valid
It's
for you.
the first, I guess, franchise property, IP, whatever you want to call it, that I got into as a kid. Like, so
I mean,
it has a lot of nostalgia
very much
and
like, very much
sentimental.
like the Power Rangers. They made this show for toy production.
Yeah,
So
and it worked.
Yeah,
They did their job.
And that is, for me, super interesting that you got hooked on Transformers because, like we were talking about when we were watching the movie, that's more like a young Gen X thing.
Yeah,
it is.
I watched a lot of 80s stuff.
And if I'm
growing
not
up.
mistaken, at the current moment, you're the youngest person in the room.
Yeah, a bunch of old fucks around here.
Hey now.
You're an all-star?
Get your game.
Game on. Go. Hey.
All right.
Hey, you started it.
Stop.
You did.
L on the forehead.
God damn it. Shrek is not that far from being.
I was going to say,
No.
we might be putting the Shrek on. Does that count as a major franchise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. There's like spin-offs and
And they're making a new one.
and Eddie
I love
Murphy.
Shrek too.
Yeah.
And
They
Eddie
are making
Murphy's
a new
in the
one.
shit.
Like the first two were good, but don't.
Yeah, I'm taking this back to...
I like all four. 3 is shit.
Say
Three-
it with chest, Brendan.
I like all 4. I like all.
Thank you.
No, actually, I like 3 of the 4. 3, not. Man.
I'm taking this back a couple minutes, but
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what 2037 Earth is going to think about Shia LaBeouf.
What the fuck?
Just do it.
Don't you let your dreams become dreams.
Magic.
He might just be a mythical creature by that point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like
He should still be
definitely has
alive.
his own lore.
Mm-hmm.
We have to play
Mel
the
Gibson.
the song. We have to play the Shia LaBeouf song at the beginning.
Oh shit. Yeah, this movie was an experience.
It was.
I can definitely say. Brendan, please do us, and more specifically, do all the wonderful homies a favor who haven't seen this movie, and please thoroughly explain the plot of Transformers '86.
Because we know exactly what was going on, but it's your pick.
This is your pick.
Well, it's kind of trying to simplify it because
I
there's
feel
a
like
lot
they-
of this shit.
I feel like they didn't follow.
No. Even as much as I've seen the movie, I even have trouble making out like different parts of what happened where. I'm like, why are they here again? But I also have ADD.
So you can't tell us then.
No, I can't.
Let him cook.
Let him cook, Bruce. But very simplified. It starts out with a bunch of Autobots just getting annihilated.
Just fucking.
All of your favorite, most of them anyway. Fucking Ironhide, Ratchet, Brawl. These are all like pretty pivotal characters from the
The
first two
A-list.
seasons.
The A-list.
The A-list, got it.
Except for Optimus.
Yeah,
He gets fucked later.
we get in there. We
I
get in
thought
there.
it started with the giant space butthole.
It did. It did. And also sounded with a badass soundtrack too.
But the space butthole is like out of sight, out of mind at this point.
It's not a damn
That's true.
space butthole, goddammit. Goddammit.
There's always a space butthole.
It's so strange. Like I think ever since we watched Indiana Jones,
Yep.
And that was the space time butthole.
that was space time butthole. But, like,
Was that
it
the
just
last
keeps
one?
popping up.
Yeah.
Like how often a giant space butthole.
Well, it's the thing about it's the new car theory. You know, you get a new car, and then all of a sudden you see that car everywhere. It's the same thing. You see one space butthole, and then you start seeing them.
That's fair. That's a very fair point.
Well, I mean, I think Zod opened the first one in Man of Steel.
Yeah, that was the first. Yep.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Wasn't there one in Avengers?
Yeah.
The
Avengers
Charlie-
came.
yeah.
Did that come out first? I thought they came out at the same time.
2012 for Avengers 13 from Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the Tony
So we
Stark
counting portals
space
now?
butthole.
Yep. Tony Stark space butthole.
Yeah.
And then Man of Steel.
He got traumatized by that space butthole.
Technically, I guess it was like
He went inside that butthole and was not the same again.
Yeah, it was actually technically a Dr. Selvig butthole because he opened it,
That's true.
and then
That's
Tony
why-
Stark flew inside the butthole.
All right.
That's why Iron Man 3 was so shit, because it was about him
about him.
recovering from a space butthole.
That movie actually would have been great had it been about that.
Probably.
They mention it.
Oh, they mention it.
Yes. That's why he don't do shit.
Yeah, guys. So space buttholes is where we're at so
Yeah.
far.
And dead Autobots.
Okay.
And dead
Space
Autobots.
buttholes and dead
So
Autobots,
I think the space butthole is first.
which is my
You got an
memoir's
introduction
title.
to the space butthole, the giant one. It's the size of the planet.
And it consumes
And,
planets.
and it eats and nom-noms of the planets.
This particular space butthole
So-
takes in planets.
Think of Galactus.
Also, it has fucking teeth that
So-
go in and out.
It does. And it has like pincers and shit.
It does.
It has like
It prolapses.
it
It
has
has everything.
hemorrhoids that come in and out.
I think
So,
I made this joke
think-
while watching it. It's like, it needs a hell of a preparation age. Like,
Oh, for sure.
It's even screaming at the same time. So think of Galactus,
But a butthole.
but a ball the size of the planet. And then you get introduced to Optimus and the gang. And they're in two different ships. And Decepticons come on to one of the ships and actually catch them and just kind of wipe them all out.
like gone.
Gone.
And,
they did.
And they Starscream
They-
kills most of them
And
with
this is
Megatron
very
as a gun.
traumatizing for like little kids. There's a lot of traumatizing scenes in this movie.
It's Megatronitizing.
Hey,
You can't get up. You're tethered.
Fair enough.
you are telling.
I would like to take this opportunity now to say that this movie has the pacing of likes that I've never seen before.
I think they were on cocaine when they were doing it.
There was
Like, I'm
one
not
character
joking.
who I feel actually may have been on cocaine.
Yeah.
Like There was multiple times where I was like, "Hey, dog,
Don't you leave
Decaf.
you leave Blur alone, man.
decaf."
Leave Blur alone. He's got his issues. He's working them out.
No, dog. Like Carrie Fisher was in charge of the green room when they were making this shit.
So if you don't pay attention for like a nanosecond, you're gonna lose what's going on.
Oh, for sure, because like the movie doesn't bother to slow down for any goddamn thing.
It does for a little bit.
No, the fuck it
No,
doesn't.
you could sneeze and they are on a different planet fighting different shit.
It was ridiculous how we would jump from one action scene to another action scene to another.
I guess it's just like I'm so used to seeing it. And
with just minuscule dialogue in between scenes.
they have a lot of explanation of what's going on.
Sure.
If you say so, Brendan, here's what I know is that there are space butthole nipple bots.
There are.
The nipple bots were way later.
That's way later.
I know they were way later. I'm just pointing
And
out
those
the
guys
things.
turned out to be cool.
that stuck out to you.
Yeah,
Like nipples?
those nipples took all the way out. So, there was
The shark bots. Or whatever they're called.
Sharkdicons.
Sharkdicons. There we go.
Yep. There was a lot going on here in this movie. There was a battle in space, a battle on Earth, a battle on Earth, a battle in space, a battle on another
The
planet.
junk planet.
Yep.
A battle in some sort of prison.
Oh, there's a battle inside of a transformer.
Battle inside the Transformer.
Two
There's
battles within side of Transformers.
Astro Train.
Yep. A battle on Cybertron.
Which, I mean, Astro Train sounds like some of the parties at our old high school, so.
It does.
All right.
I can't right now.
I think I broke Ace, and we're only 20 minutes into this thing.
It's gonna be a long night, folks. This movie also clocks in at like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's not even out.
Yeah, because they packed 3 hours worth of shit in 2 hours.
They were like, we're going to get our shit in.
Yeah, we're gonna get our shit in.
You know what's funny? I actually was watching an interview that the Hardys did, the Hardy Boys did, and they were talking about their tables match with the Dudleys, the very first tag team tables match, at least on WWE TV, and how they were talking about like they got shorted 4 minutes right before they went out there, and so they're like having to jump through spots to get it all in.
Damn.
And it's
That's
like
how
it
people
just
get
kind of
fucked.
reminds me of like what we're talking about here.
So we're talking about Hasbro here, so they're all about saving that quiche, you know. So
Which is crazy because they made so much of it off
Right?
the toys.
Off the toys, period.
yeah, I can't really remember how good the movie did in the theater, but
They sold them toys.
The merchandise.
Oh,
It's all-
yeah.
it's all about the merchandising.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a few upgrades that we see in this movie. So, a new upgrade.
That's what it's about. This is a
Joy, yeah.
hour and a half toy commercial.
It's like
And to get rid of old toys and introduce new ones.
it's like an Eminem lyric from the Recovery album. He says something along the lines of "fuck the words, you don't listen to them anyway." Just implying that you just gonna nod your head to a catchy beat and a hook. And that's kind of how this is. It's like, there's a plot, but fuck it. You guys just want to see the action and the Transformers. So we're going to give you...
This is
Well, I mean, it just kind of reminded me just of Robot G.I. Joe. Like, that's all it was.
I mean,
bit.
same company.
Same company.
That is true.
I mean,
yeah.
the best fight in the movie is the Optimus and Megatron at the beginning.
That's true.
That was a very iconic scene.
Especially when Optimus gives him that fucking rock'em sock'em fucking uppercut.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, that was a pretty epic fight scene.
Could you imagine if they had actually gone through with that live action G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover?
Oh, they still are.
Whoa, what?
That's still
a thing.
That's still a thing.
Well, they're not filming yet, so you
Is
know
Channing
how
Tatum in this one?
you know how today is. If they ain't on set filming the shit, it ain't.
It ain't happening.
It ain't
They
happening.
teased it at the end of the Beast Wars movie.
Yeah.
For last stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand why this is even a concept.
I'm not even a real big G.I. Joe fan, so I mean, like,
It's kind of following though.
Oh, yeah. But it's like, what the fuck is a G.I. Joe going to do against a 30-foot robot that has rockets?
I mean, what's Shia LaBeouf gonna do?
Go Joe. I mean,
they have a lot of.
Shia LaBeouf ain't do shit.
I am. G.I. Joe, like, I imagine that they're going to have team up against the Cobra Commander.
Well, he put the Matrix back into Optimus.
All right.
And that like brought him back to life.
Okay. I mean, didn't Evanescence do that in the Daredevil movie?
And then also killed Megatron when he did it.
Great reference.
Yeah.
I hate it. But kudos.
Oh, that's another one I got Brendan to watch with me.
What?
Oh, the Daredevil movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never
But
seen that to
wasn't
this
bad.
day.
That movie's not bad.
See?
Didn't we see that together for the first time?
Maybe.
I think you and I went to the theaters to see that when it came out in Thompson.
Man.
I do remember that. And I just remember loving the soundtrack to that movie.
I love the episode. I've never seen the movie, but I loved how you blue balls Brendan with the
That was
soundtrack.
great. I started off that episode with, Bring
Me to Life, yeah.
And then, like, right when the crescendo was about to hit,
I would have
Shut up,
fucking
bitch.
hit you on air. I would have hit you.
I
for
was
that
fucking
shit.
pissed.
I would've
I was
hit
so
him.
mad.
I would have actually.
I was like, I'm just starting out the fucking episode like, God, suck, fucking motherfucker. How? Why?
I mean,
Why?
It was time to start the episode.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Mhm, yeah.
of course.
Well, shameless plug. Born Again will be coming out next month, and we will be reviewing every single episode.
I'm
Yeah,
watching.
I
I'm actually
definitely
watching
catch
Old
up.
Daredevil because I never watched it to begin with.
Nice.
Good call.
You got to watch Defenders in between season 2 and 3, though.
Okay.
It was
I know- I'm-
1 and
No, it's 2 and 3.
3. You're right.
I know Punisher's on that list as well.
I mean, you probably ain't gonna have to watch that to understand the new show, but
No, but
if you go from Daredevil
Are they
season 2
bringing back,
to Daredevil season 3, you're gonna be confused as a
John
motherfucker.
Bernthal for Punisher.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the trailer.
Yeah, he's in the trailer.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm so behind on trailers.
You think
Bullseye is also coming
you
back.
think they'll bring back She-Hulk?
We actually talked about that on yesterday's episode,
did.
Oh, really?
and the
Probably
answer is
are.
hopefully
she,
not.
She might make a
You think
cameo.
so?
Jen might be in it, but I doubt She-Hulk will be in it.
You got a Hulk smash.
But it's going to be hard to explain, why is she coming up to Hell's Kitchen?
Also, he already smashed that shit several times.
Yeah, he did walk the shame, didn't
Yeah, in the suit
he? How is he not broken in half?
because he's Matt motherfucking Murdock.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
He's Daredevil.
All right.
God damn.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Speaking of Daredevil, how brave are these Autobots?
With no fear.
I mean, technically, none of them can see either.
I love how it all went.
I mean, their eyes are all just basically optical sensors. They're not.
I mean,
So ours.
Yeah, but they're
just organic.
just like cameras.
And now I
So
feel
ours.
I feel like you're just being specious now.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm speciest against
just-
cartoon robots.
Non-organics.
All I'm saying is,
See, when they invade us and they're like 30 feet tall and they just step on us.
Matt's powers is that he basically can't see, but he can sense everything, and like that's what a sensor would be for a robot.
I feel like we're going way down the rabbit hole now.
Not to draw attention to it,
this
but this might be in the running of staying on topic for the Homie Awards next year.
No, this is a very on topic throwback.
We are 28 minutes into this, and we've talked about the first 2 minutes.
Bro, so much shit happens in the first 2 minutes. Anyway, Brendan,
Honestly,
you
I don't know how many fucking fights actually happened in the first 2 minutes.
We didn't
That's
talk
a
about the
bunch.
epic title crawl.
What?
With the lion fucking,
yeah, we need to talk
fucking
about the
shredding that
music.
shit and the theme
Yeah,
song.
like, we can take a break from the plot for right now.
I would have played some of the music, but that shit would have got copyright struck like a motherfucker.
the soundtrack to this movie.
Stan Bush is understandable.
The YouTube ain't.
He's understandable.
You know what? I'm gonna channel my inner Kevin. Go to bed.
Your boos mean
to
nothing.
bed.
I've seen what makes you cheer.
Oh, you ass.
Saw that coming. I knew it was coming.
Okay.
The score. The score.
Yeah.
The music here is,
Yeah.
I mean, it is so 80s appropriate.
Like, was I wrong when I told you this is the most 80s movie you've ever seen?
I don't know if it's the most 80s.
Not the
movie
most
I've ever
80s, but definitely a homage to 80s culture.
seen. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like there's just a rock opera going on in the background during the movie.
That's why it's so fucking awesome.
Which, honestly,
Why I
my favorite
love this
part of the
movie.
movie was the score.
Oh, easily.
Like, it's giant robots fighting and fucking hair metal going on in the background.
So,
What else is there
And again, I've definitely
Not
said,
to love.
I've gone on record on this show multiple times saying I'm not a huge kaiju fan.
Boo.
I know.
this
You
man.
can hate me all you want to. Just below them, though, are giant robots. And so this
man.
movie did not keep my attention whatsoever.
No.
I tried. I really did.
Did you
but
though?
all I could think,
Did you
like,
though?
I just kept getting interrupted by Blur and needing to tell him to drink decaf or giant space butthole and fight scene.
And Grimlock.
Grimlock is a highlight.
Grimlock is a highlight. I'll give that. But like, there was a time where I didn't I could not pay attention to this movie.
I know.
It was so much.
I know,
going
and
on.
my ADD was paying attention. You're non-paying attention. But I missed parts of it's like fuck. That's how much is going
you've
on.
seen this
I've
movie.
seen this like dozens and dozens of times. And I still, if you don't pay attention, like it's been a while. It's been a while.
been a while.
Yeah. But I still miss like fuck. Why were they here again? Fuck. I think they were just looking for a MacGuffin. I think. Or
There's a lot of MacGuffin in this movie, though.
Yeah.
I mean, The Matrix is like the,
Oh yeah, it's the original MacGuffin.
MacGuffins of all MacGuffin. Actually, I think the MacGuffin is the original MacGuffin.
Right,
Is there,
exactly.
Is there actually a thing called a MacGuffin?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's
What's that
based
from?
That's
on.
where it's comes from.
Yeah.
My ignorance. Like, what is the MacGuffin from?
I don't. You know what?
I am a movie buff, but like this is like not. I've only heard the name, but I've.
30 years from now, they'll change it from the MacGuffin to the Infinity Stones.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say the leader of leadership of Matrix, or Matrix of leadership.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Speaking go ahead, sorry.
guess that's too
it's
wordy.
based on the old 1930s Alfred Hitchcock films. And in the movie 39 Steps, the MacGuffin is the plan for an advanced airplane engine. That's what it's from. It is credited to the screenwriter Angus MacPhail.
Sale.
MacPhail.
Angus MacPhail. Damn.
Denis Villeneuve.
So to kind of get us back in a little bit, though, like there was one piece of the plot I did catch. The leadership of the Autobots was up for grabs because Optimus Prime got DED dead.
Yeah.
Megatron.
We need to spend some time
okay.
on that.
We probably should.
We do.
We should.
Like, that's a pretty pivotal point in the movie.
Because the shift manager just clocked out and said, fuck it.
So I'm not gonna lie, like the only Autobot that like I have any kind of attachment to really
Dies in the first 5 minutes of the
it's
movie.
about 20.
And that also traumatizes a lot of fucking kids back in the
I mean,
day.
ultimately, that's pretty much every other than once the first Michael Bay version came out. Other than Bumblebee from that, most people just knew Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know, Bumblebee is definitely a recent A-list character.
Oh yeah.
I'm
But
aware.
he is one of the first ones that you see in the original series.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but at this point in time, I only knew Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Like before that movie, I was like, "Oh, I know Optimus Prime. He's the big truck that turns it. He's like the leader of the Transformers.
He turns
That's what I
into a
said.
gorilla.
That's Optimus Primal, sir.
I know.
Yeah, but obviously you guys will never believe this. There's a fight that happens.
Oh no!
And
It's just one long fight.
That's not a fight, bro. That was a fucking massacre.
Well, the fight between him and Megatron.
Oh, no. I
was
was
actually a fight.
talking about the original fight. No, I'm sorry.
He's talking about the whole movie.
the whole movie's kind of just one big prolonged fight.
Yeah,
But during this section of the fight, it is Optimus Prime and Megatron.
It's a pretty good
And they throwing
choreography.
oh yeah.
They throwing
But
hands,
fucking-
talking shit. Good times.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Yeah, they both fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I do like that. Was like, I guess, as far as like from a pure action standpoint and quote unquote telling a story, that actually told a little bit of a story for me. So they did not actually let the two leaders like one be over the other. No. They basically killed both of them.
Some good
but
work.
except for Megatron just happened to be slightly alive.
Yep.
Yeah, Hot Rod ends up getting in the way. They're fighting, and fucking Megatron takes a heel ray out, and was trying to beg for his life, and then was going to double cross him, obviously. Hot Rod tried to do the, hero thing, and he just got in the way and then got Optimus Prime shot a lot.
Don't blame that on Hot Rod.
Hot Rod got in a goddamn way.
Hot Rod is the MVP in this movie.
No.
Fuck Ultra Magnum Condom or whatever.
God damn. What did that man do to you?
He did nothing.
Nothing.
That's the problem.
Nothing. That is the problem.
Yeah, he was trying down there.
No, he didn't. Hot Rod tried.
When the shift leader clocked out and said, fuck it, they called Hot Rod, and Hot Rod was like, I can't be there till tomorrow. So then they like promoted the fry cook until the real guy could get there.
That is just legit what happened. So that's the one piece of plot that I remember from this movie is just that. Like, I don't give a fuck about the giant space butthole or Megatron's upgrades to, what was it, Cybertron? No, what is it?
Unicron.
No, Unicron was
Megatron got an upgrade from Unicron to Galvatron.
Yeah, Galvatron.
There's so much.
Like they weren't even.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention.
So I know you guys weren't.
So the plot is that Unicron, giant space butthole, is going to eat all the planets,
Yes.
including
Got it.
Cybertron and Earth.
Yes, he's Galactus.
And we have to stop Unicron, giant space butthole.
But he has...
Don't you mean unicorn?
No.
And he uses Galvatron as a herald.
Yeah, essentially.
Which one is the giant space butthole?
Unicron. So then, giant space butthole. So then, the other Autobots, they're riding an Astro Train
I don't think Autobots. I think it was Decepticons.
The Decepticons. My bad. Actually, the Decepticons and the Constructicons are both in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of them are in there.
They're in Astro Train once again, and then
That's a
So I'm gonna raise my
separate
hand.
individual
I didn't,
transformer.
I know they popped up in the movie, and I did hear the names of those particular, I guess, subsects of Transformers. But I did not know before this movie that any of that existed.
yeah, there's Autobots,
That one.
Decepticons, and there's the Constructicons and the Dinobots.
And then, of course, now that they're the Sharkicons.
Sharkticons. And then you have the Insecticons.
Insecticons.
Yep.
And then there was one more.
Nipplecons.
Yeah, the Nipplecons.
You have the Seekers. Those are the
bugs.
No. Starscream and Skywarp and Thundercracker.
I thought he was the Starship.
But he kicked them out.
Decepticon. I'm so
Yeah, they
confused.
are. They're just a group of the Decepticons.
And then, of course, we have the Maximals.
It is important to note this movie
fucking
is a continuation of like the TV show. It is not like a standalone thing.
No, it's not.
This is like what we thought X-Men 97 was going to be
Yeah.
before it came out. That we were just going to be sitting there standing there staring at it, drooling onto ourselves like, what the fuck?
What is happening right now? I don't understand. Please slow down.
Yeah. So who is? All right. So Optimus Prime gets beat the fuck up.
It gets dick stomped.
He gets dick stomped.
And he did.
And then he gives the
he did.
Matrix. I'm not 100% sure what
He
the fuck
was
that
trying
is. Is that
to
like
get-
supposed to be the cube that from the
That's
first movie?
the
Yeah.
thing inside his chest.
It's
Okay,
the
but
thing
it's not a cube in
the
this.
thing
It's a-
Shia
it's a-
LaBeouf puts back
No.
in him in the second movie.
Oh.
That's the Matrix of leadership.
Well, see, I didn't know it was never once called that. It was called what was it? The
Allspark.
The Allspark.
But no. The Allspark
The
was a
Allspark
different
was a
thing.
different thing.
The Allspark was in the first movie. They actually do call it the Matrix of leadership in the second movie, do they not?
I think that's a different thing.
Really?
It's been a while since I watched the.
I think he calls it the Matrix of leadership once, and then I think that they just call it the Matrix
because
after
you have
that.
the actual cube, and then the Matrix of leadership is like all spiked and shit. It kind of vaguely resembles
all that
the
confusion
one
shit out
from
of me.
the.
I'm over here
actual-
thinking it's the Allspark, and I'm like, okay, sure, I'm kind of following that, but no, like. And again, I've gone
Prime
on record,
already has the
I've
Matrix
never
of
been a
leadership in
Transformers
him.
guy, never once, and it was just one of those things. It's like this was all confusing to me and too fast.
And the movie never slows down to really explain
Don't
anything.
think about the Michael Bay movies.
Well, see, that's the problem because
That's all I know.
well, I was waiting the whole time for Linkin Park to kick in, and they never do.
Never
Right.
once. God, never once.
I'm sorry. I should have warned you about that.
You should have.
Yeah, I'll think about that in the future.
Yeah, they actually they do use the Matrix of leadership
He's looking it up.
the second
Of course,
movie.
he looked it up.
Yeah, I have to look it up. Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Fair enough.
You gotta bear with him here.
You gotta bear, I haven't used mine yet. This doesn't count.
Can't be using it for him.
I'm literally trying to explain the plot of the thing that we're talking about.
I mean, so far I've understood it more since we started talking about it than I had trying to watch it.
And the Matrix of Leadership is like, if you try to buy like a flash drive now, you can't just get into that shit with your hands. It's got all that thick plastic.
Got it.
What? Well, I guess the equivalent in '86. I don't think they even had 3 1/4 in '86. It would have been the big ass 5 1/2.
Oh yeah. I forgot those existed.
They held like.
No, this movie came out before I was born. Shut up.
Like the best storage medium that they had during this time could not hold a
Barely.
single picture off of any of our phones.
That's fair.
I just think this is phenomenal that you can tell from our extreme podcasting skills that we've been doing this for over 7 years.
Let's face it, though. Y'all bring me on for comic relief.
Listen, yesterday we did a very thoughtful, in-depth series of character analyses.
Okay.
And then today we're talking about this fuck shit.
How dare you, sir?
See, I think also, to be
How
honest,
dare
once you
you,
get
sir.
more than just you two on the show, most of the time it divulges into this.
Sometimes it's just us two. It's all it takes.
I know. I've definitely
I've seen that shit.
some shit.
Like if I change the topic on him after we start recording.
That's the epitome of fuck shit.
It's like, what the fuck
you
were we
should have
talking
me on
about?
more. Just saying.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. Usually if Dylan is here, things tend to... Unless we're doing the throwback. The throwback is pretty much always this.
Yeah, I think that's what people enjoyed about the throwback. It's
I
like
think
we just
so.
go off the fucking rails.
Okay, so we're at the point where...
I tried to get them to pay attention.
He
I'm trying to get y'all
passes
to pay
the
attention.
Matrix on to Condom Man or whatever his name
the Ultra Magnus.
is.
God damn.
Ultra
You put
Magnus.
some spec on
First
that
off,
name.
this motherfucker has the most ridiculous Ultra Magnus.
Ultra
Yes.
He looks like the dollar store version of Optimus
He
Prime.
does. Look,
He pretty much is.
And like he always has
Optimus.
this dumbfounded fucking look on his face. Like
Don't leave that man alone.
He picks up the Matrix and he's like, man, this would be useful later. And then he like stores it in his back.
yeah, like straight up like
He puts it in his chest.
like
it's his chest.
JRPG style. Just
Yeah.
Y'all need to let that man cook.
Well, I'm just grateful that he
there
does.
was no cook. There was nothing he was preparing for
He
us.
wasn't making no fries for
God
us.
He
damn.
didn't even go grocery shopping.
No.
Just
He
a bunch
literally
of
was
Ultra
just
Magnus
transporting it
haters.
to give to Hot Rod. That's all it
That
was.
poor
Okay.
man.
All right.
He was just a soldier.
I'll stick up for Brendan here. Explain to us what Ultra Magnus does here in this movie. This balling.
And go.
You see what happened was.
Let him cook.
Hold on now. He does plenty in this movie. He takes up this responsibility of carrying that leadership of Matrix.
Okay.
Or
He's a bag
Matrix
of
and
holding
leadership.
guy.
I keep getting them backwards. And he is the appointed leader that Optimus wanted. And even though he did not want this responsibility, he told Optimus he could not accept this responsibility.
Brandon, you got like half a point so far.
Yeah. It's like
more than you thought I was gonna-
And that half is just saying that Ultra Magnus is a bag of holding. That is literally all you've done.
he's literally 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
God damn.
I mean, literally, Ultra Magnus is like, Optimus, I can't do this, dog. And then Optimus is like, you can.
Please.
I believe in you. And then he can't. Like, he actually
He
can't.
just
Well, no,
powers the
Optimus
fuck off
Prime
and like, fuck you.
drops it, and he goes to catch it.
Yeah.
And then,
He
when
didn't do anything else until he died.
when it's finally time for him to face the Decepticons, and like they show up for the thing, he's like, all right, here we go, and then he just explodes.
No, he does. No, that's not true.
Like, he does do the whole thing where he tries to use it.
He tries to use it and it won't work.
Because he was not the chosen one.
No, he was not. Unfortunately,
This plan was terrible. This was some I'm going to show up.
I tell you what, everybody in the 80s wanted him over Hot Rod to be the man.
Well,
I can't understand why.
However, it did...
Mainly because he looks cool.
He doesn't. He looks like a dime store Optimus Prime.
He pretty much is Optimus Prime. If you
No,
get
he's
the
not.
toy,
No,
not
he's
in
not.
character, but the toy.
Literally, what Optimus Prime... This is my theory. Optimus Prime, on his deathbed, looks around and is like, oh, fuck. You. And that's what he did.
Listen.
God damn.
Ultra Magnus don't have no 2-day free shipping. Okay. He don't have it.
Why not give it to the girl boss? She didn't have shit to do either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
God
she's
damn it.
basically there as a fuck puppet.
Yeah.
God damn!
We didn't make the movie, Brendan.
Yeah, we didn't make the movie.
There were way too many, like, oohs and ahs
She
coming from
was
that
like
woman about
that.
every single person.
She
that
was the
shot.
sexy eye candy. It's RC.
There's a point where her and Hot Rod are like pushed up against a mountain, and the kid is in between them.
No, I don't think that was actually Hot Rod. I think that was,
No, that was Hot Rod.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
That was Hot Rod.
the rod was hot.
God damn it.
Yeah, this movie, guys, like, again, this is one of those things where, like, if you haven't seen the TV show, I don't know what to tell you about this movie.
And if
Oh
you
yeah,
have,
there is context to this movie.
And if you have seen the TV show, then you understand this movie better than any of us.
Yeah.
but except for Brendan.
Probably more than Brendan.
However,
fuck?
continue with
do you mean?
your synopsis.
Go ahead.
Okay, where did we leave off?
We left off with
Prime guy.
with Ultra Crow Magnum Condom Matrix.
Oh, we want to leave this man alone.
We left off with the
exploded.
fucking bag of Ultra Magnus.
No, that's later that he explodes.
Same thing.
He stores the matrix of leadership within his bosom.
That's where it goes.
Then don't we go to Megatron, who's about to get...
Yeah, Megatron is being summoned by
He's about to become an
Unicron.
animal.
Oh, because he got yeeted off.
He got yeeted.
He got
Yeah,
yeet.
Starscream did yeet him. Yeah.
Along with some other dudes.
And Starscream was like, until we eat again.
Little did he know they would, in fact, eat again.
Yeah. Yeet.
Yeet.
So he's at Unicron, and Unicron is kind of giving him the business. You know,
Giant space butthole got him.
yeah.
Yeah, Unicron.
And,
Times his phone.
Megatron's trying to talk shit, and Unicron was not having that.
I think the talking shit part actually happened later.
No, he was still talking shit. He's like, "How dare you fucking summon me?
Oh, that's right. He
I'm
did. He did say
Megatron.
that. Yeah, you're right.
No one
That-
summons Megatron. You piece of shit."
That exchange was actually dope.
I would do that, yeah.
Where Megatron was like, nobody summons me, and then Unicron was like,
I
well,
do.
then he was like, I will take pleasure in being the first. I was like, that was cold as ice.
Cold as ice.
I was like,
Also, you no longer Megatron, bitch.
yeah, he's like, I'm just going to upgrade you and give you a whole new set of fucking minions
You turn into a new person now. You have a new voice and
Yeah, what
What was
everything.
his name again? I know we've said it already.
Galvatron.
And that
Galvatron.
voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Spock.
Got Spock.
Live long and prosper.
And he reformats him, which is what it's technically called, and takes him and two Seekers and two of the Insecticons.
And he's just like, by the way, these are your new minions, motherfucker.
He literally
He's
says,
like,
"These are your minions.
Go get my shit. That's exactly what he did.
Go get the leader of Matrix leadership now."
He was Big Worm. You know, like,
Yeah.
where's my money, Smokey?
And he has
Hey, that
some.
could be on the
That could be a
throwback.
throwback.
He has some kind of psychic connection to Galvatron because he reformatted him, so he's part of him, kind of in a way now. So he gives gets a whole new ship, whole new body, whole new henchman, and told to go get his ship, and that's what he does.
Yeah, and that leads to another
And-
fight.
Well, then you cut back to the Cup and Hot Rod.
I still can't get over that there's a transformer named Cup.
Like all the other,
Yeah,
all the
they're-
other, Transformers have like names that at least sound Transformer-ish or make sense. And then there's Cup with a K.
Cup, yep.
Cup.
You have Blur as well.
But Blur makes sense because he's like the speedster bot.
Decaf.
I don't know where to get the
fucking
name Cup.
decaf.
Is an Irish robot.
It is kind of funny though because like Blur is supposed to be the speedster, but then he moves like as fast as everyone else.
Yeah.
But he's just blurry. Like that's it. Like
he's high on cocaine, dog.
He's trying to move the Dinobots.
he was trying to move fucking Dinobots.
He is literally on. He's been snorting fucking crystallized energon.
Oh my god.
Oh, we didn't talk about Megatron when he got his upgrade, like the LSD trip that he went on when he became Galvatron.
Oh yeah, like I will give it that. Like the visuals we got with that, the very Tron-esque, like overlay for the upgrades were fucking dope. I'll give that.
And you know it's dope because that goddamn rock band comes back.
Fuck yeah, it is. Every fight scene had its own personal song.
Yeah, as it should.
Has anybody in here ever beat Sonic Adventure?
No.
No, I haven't, but I haven't beat it yet.
Ace, you're my only hope.
When you said, "Is anyone here ever beat?" I was like, "Where is this going?"
We'll see where your mind's at.
Finish that sentence.
Has anybody in here ever consumed any VR wiki porn?
This show's not for children, by the way, so stop letting the kids listen to the serial home.
Yeah.
Don't play it in the car.
This is
have you beat Sonic
I
Adventure?
have not.
Okay, so at the end when you turn into Supersonic, spoiler, this fucking 80s hair metal band kicks in, and it's all I can think about the whole movie.
Fuck yeah. Now I really need to play it. So,
So Megatron, what is
Galvatron.
Get that shit straight. Put some spec on that name.
You know what? No, I will not, because I only know Megatron, and that's all he'll ever be. Just a
Gotta
bitch.
get your Tron galved.
Hey,
But anyway, Galvatron
There we go.
shows up to Starscream's coronation as, I guess, leader of the Decepticons. I'm assuming. Is that what it
yeah,
was?
And he's like, smell like bitch in here.
And it just fucking raffle stomps that motherfucker.
You know what? It was like the International's haters ball.
Yeah.
so you got Starscream. He's being crowned. He's crowning himself the leader.
Which I don't ever
Literally.
fucking remember Megatron ever having a goddamn crown.
He didn't. This is all Starscream.
Yeah,
Oh, because he's a
Starscream
bitch.
Well, yeah, that's his whole gimmick.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
literally. You remember when he kicked him while I was on the ground?
That was hilarious.
I was hilarious.
He just fucking-
And then
fuck
yeeted him
you.
out into space. That was great. Yeah, that's fair.
He's like, oh man, the fucking ship is too heavy, dog. So bye bye.
Yeah.
They didn't hold a vote or nothing.
They didn't have a vote actually, right?
No.
It's
Well, they held a vote, I guess, for because I think just Starscream happened to win a fight that's happening inside of another.
He threw him out while the other fight was going on, didn't he?
Well, it was after the fight happened.
Oh,
He
okay.
got beat up. He's already beat up from Optimus Prime.
Because they voted to throw the Constructicons out, and the Constructicons was like, "Fuck y'all."
They have a whole out brawl inside of Astro Train.
Yeah.
Which also,
Civil War.
oddly enough, looked like the Winnebago starship from Spaceballs, in my opinion.
That's how it starts. It's a civil war, and it's whoever is loyal to Megatron, say yeah, and whoever's loyal to Starscream.
Megatron's
let me know.
like, yeah. Brendan,
Present.
let me ask you this before I forget to.
You will.
Who is your favorite Transformer? And before you answer that, if you say Crow Magnum Con or whatever, I'm gonna drop kick you right here.
He's cool though.
Where?
Is
Not
that,
here.
is that your favorite?
No,
Oh,
Okay.
like all the time, like it's a safe answer.
Optimus.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
It's Optimus
honestly,
Prime.
unless you only have seen the Michael Bay movies.
That's Murder Prime, by the way, because he tears off some people's faces.
dude, Optimus in the second movie is that forest fight
He don't give.
Oh, yeah.
he
is one of the most
in the Michael
iconic.
Bay movies. It's a different character. And that's what Peter Cullen actually had a little bit of a problem with the characterization in the movies.
Well, you
because
gotta have
he's-
to upgrade because Optimus Prime is dead in the cartoon,
No, I'm talking about in the.
I know.
Michael Bay- maybe,
movies.
yeah.
but he's dead. So get over it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Was Optimus Prime too murderous in the Michael Bay movies? But there's a lot of murder in this movie.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I
but he
think
don't really do a lot of it.
No, he gets murdered.
Yeah, but I feel like he would have had he lived.
I I know he did take out some fools.
He does, but he does have kind of like the Goku complex where
That money shot in the very beginning, the most iconic shot from the movie, where he lands.
bubble?
He finally gets there.
The space bubble.
No, he's on Earth. He's at the Autobot base.
Okay.
Get rid
Where-
of your enema.
It's why we can't have nice things.
Is it though? Like, I kind of feel like you set yourself up for this.
Brendan, we're listening.
I lost track of where the fuck I was at.
That butthole was iconic. Yeah, you can't.
I don't know why that shit was so funny to me, but I was trying to take a minute.
As you were saying, Brendan.
I was going back to the iconic scene of him doing the Han Solo and like kind of saving the day a little bit, pulling in and wrecking shit. You know what I'm talking
Optimus?
about? When the power, the touch song starts.
The power to touch. So, God damn it, Brendan.
I mean, he's talking about pulling in, and then the power to touch. It's a giant space bubble. I just don't know what
He's talking about the base fight on Earth where you see him roll up as the truck.
Yes.
which is the
And he
only
starts-
time you see it.
Why did you just say that?
That's what I was over here just like, okay, well, just describe the scene.
He did.
I did.
So Galvatron,
So,
coronation.
Yeah,
Galvatron.
coronation.
He crushes the.
He
Raffle stops. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Starscream asks if that's Megatron. And it's like, what do you think? And just fucking blasts his ass and incinerates his ass.
I just want to point out that I've also never seen this movie before tonight, and I was able to follow it pretty well. I don't know what these two are doing.
We were talking shit the whole movie.
No, listen, it's not that I don't follow the shit. It's just like there's so much other micro shit that's going on.
That's true, yeah.
That's true. Like, and because of that microchip, I could not pay attention fully. So I'm pulling you on this
Like,
episode.
I am with all of like the major things you said so far. I got all of that, you know. But it's just one of those things where it's like you can't make up for the fact that this is a continuation from the TV show, several seasons that I have not seen, coupled with the fact that this movie is like, hope y'all motherfuckers got your seatbelts on because we not slowing down for a goddamn thing.
No.
No. You better know.
Yeah.
You better know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, there's no ebb and
Don't
flow
learn-
here. It's all flow.
All flow.
Don't learn today.
Yeah.
it's a raging river.
Are we on Junk Planet yet?
No.
I think
we
we're
getting
close.
Okay.
So Galvatron asks anybody want take up for him or they want to follow suit. Obviously, no one does.
I do.
Yeah, they're like, that dude fucking fucked up Starscream. What's his name? Galvatron. Yeah, fuck yeah, Galvatron. Yeah.
Go, Joe.
That dude just gets incinerated instantly.
So the Autobots try to pursue the fleeing Decepticons and end up on ends up on planet Quintesson. And then
You made
ends
that
up
word up.
I did not get that from the movie. myself.
Quintesson?
You made that word up.
No, you look it up.
I did see
I
the
believe you.
subtitles.
No.
You saw it in subtitles.
I did see the subtitles.
So Captain.
Oh, speaking of subtitles, though,
God damn.
I'm a shit storyteller, by the way.
Like-
if you haven't gathered.
Oh no, we got it.
Oh wow.
speaking of fucking subtitles, though, this movie is rated PG,
Yep.
and there was definitely an oh shit in that motherfucker.
Oh, there was. They sneaking oh shit in there.
That's
Yeah.
in the
Spike.
80s. That's the point where like the grandmas take the kids out of the
Yeah.
theater.
Like, what I hear? What I hear?
pretty much.
Was that a shit?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I
no,
it
you're
popped
good.
in my head, so I had to go. Continue.
Yeah. So where the fuck was I? You can't do that. ADD.
The end credits start to roll.
Yeah, that's what happened. That was a hell of a ride.
It was. Let me tell you. Speaking of rides, we do have a ride at Universal Studios that is quite fun. It's one of
And
those
if you
3D
approach Megatron, he will talk some
is
shit
awesome.
to you.
And we're going there in October.
We are.
Like he will roast you.
Oh, we're talking about
Megatron? Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
they actually have a insanely lifelike, like scary lifelike Megatron that's
dope.
fucking
And Optimus.
12 feet tall. Yeah,
That's dope.
and the Megatron will talk mad shit to you.
Yes. He
Yeah,
will,
punch
like,
out you.
that's what he does.
Yeah.
He like it'll be funny as shit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'll be like, "You should eat a dick."
And his sound was like,
I don't know
bro,
why
shit.
why this popped in my head when you said that, but it just reminded me of Charlie.
He's like, "Chill, dog, chill." The kid's like 4.
The other Decepticons are like, let him cook.
Yeah. Supposed to be the bad guys.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So we got the trash planet, right? I think that's what.
So you got one group. They've split the party
Yep.
Autobots,
Split
yeah.
party.
after.
The
Gal-
attack,
yeah.
the attack on Earth, right?
Yeah. And they pursue them. I forget whether they needed something out on the junk planet or I think they just crashed there.
And I think they just crashed.
Yeah. I don't think they need anything.
Straight up Mandalorian.
And then you have Cup and Hot Rod
Yep.
on, I think it's another planet entirely.
I thought they were also on the junk planet.
The other side of the same planet.
I think it might have been the other side.
They're on the other side of the junk planet. Or as
were in the prison
Unicron
sector.
Space Butthole said, the planet of junk.
Yeah, it literally is a planet of junk. And the race of robots there are called the Junkatrons.
The Junkatron.
Those were the Australian space samurai bots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That had
That's
a
correct.
lot of Asian influences.
Facial hair.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was actual hair. I think it
I
was.
mean, clearly, they're robots.
Oh, really, Brennan? It wasn't actual hair?
You'd be surprised, like with the weird shit they do.
Okay. But Cup and Hot Rod, they get kidnapped, right? And taken.
Yeah, they get imprisoned.
Who was the face floating man head thing?
That was the Quintesson.
A what?
Okay.
The Quintesson. Quintesson.
Quentin song.
Not Quintesson. Quintesson.
Oz is not following.
No. I'm hearing the word he is saying. It is just not computing on what you're saying.
Quintesson.
Quintesson?
No, Quintesson.
Quintesson. Like, I don't know if you're just saying it too fast or I'm just not computing.
Quintesson.
Quintesson.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
In a lot of the lore is the creator of the race of Transformers.
That thing created all the Transformers? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you know, that's good enough for me.
Cool.
So what's it doing on a junk planet? Handling a prison?
Why are you asking questions, Oz?
Well, I guess it would have a bunch of materials to work with on the junk planet.
That actually makes sense.
So they get captured by this Quintesson and this other guy. I forgot his name.
He's got
the tentacles.
snakes for arms.
Yes.
Yeah, snakes for arms.
I don't remember his fucking name. He's the lawyer.
Like he was a mixture between an Eldritch horror and a Transformer.
Yeah.
And they're running some kind of a judicial system there, a court
bullshit.
system.
There was no judicial or court. There was nothing. It was all show.
Yeah, the kangaroo court.
It was very much Dark Knight Rises. Was sentenced you to death by
Snoo.
by exile, and exile meant fucking death.
No, did anybody else also get like Austin Powers vibes, like the
From who?
the ill-tempered sea bass?
What?
Did y'all not see Austin Powers?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
What's the ill-tempered sea bass?
Like they wanted sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their head, but they got ill-tempered sea bass. That's exactly what, in the pit.
Yeah.
That's the thought process I had when I saw that. I was like,
I forgot.
Now that you
yeah,
drew the lines.
Because he does eventually get
it's been a
shots
while
with
since
lasers
I've
on
seen.
their head.
he does in the
Seen
third one.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Is him actually getting the sharks with the laser beams, the freaking laser beams.
Freaking laser. But yeah, the Sharkticons are here. Oh, don't forget about what's his name?
Oh yeah, that's what's like the. No, you go ahead.
What's the name of their celly? Who they're Kleenex?
I don't remember. It's just some fucking.
It started
poor,
with a G.
It started with a K.
It started with a K.
Yeah.
it's
We're
some
gonna go with
poor-
Kleenex.
I don't remember.
It started with a K, ended with an X. That's why I said Kleenex.
It was like Konix or something like
Something
that.
like that.
But
Konix.
all I know is like
Konix,
this
I think
motherfucker gets Judas like instantly.
Yeah. he's talking mad shit, and then immediately the guards come in and take this guy and yeet him into the pit of
to the Sharknado.
And I brought this up when that scene.
You gotta remember the ruling first. Like he's
we'll get to that point. Hold on. Okay. So the part I'm talking about is like apparently Hot Rod immediately connected with this dude. So when they see him, when him and Cup get like tossed in there, and they see him getting the Kleenex gets taken away. Immediately,
Hot no,
and like runs to the cell bars and gets electrocuted.
Bro, you don't even know why he's in here.
Yeah.
He felt sorry for the man.
He could have ate 47 children.
Right.
Yeah. Like at this point, we don't know the court system is screwy.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. That's why they have Australian accents, because it's a kangaroo court.
For like this much of a second, I thought you were serious.
I don't know that I wasn't. Hey man, listen.
That might be a thought process.
That's what I'm saying. Like this writers' room was sponsored by fucking Rick James and Carrie Fisher. Like, no telling what actually could have gone through their minds.
He's not wrong.
And I think a little bit, I think Sting may have been a part of this too. Not the wrestler. The
the 84 dude. Yeah.
Not the singer.
Yeah, that's where your mind went.
84 dude.
God damn.
So that guy gets fucked up.
Yeah,
he gets tossed in the ill-tempered sea bass pit.
He has his ruling first, and he is ruled innocent.
And thrown into the pit.
And quickly dipped into the
ill-tempered sea bass.
Tempered sea bass.
The way this is drawn is awful, right? Because the guy gets up there and he's like, "Oh yeah, whatever. This is a bullshit justice system." And
I thought it looked great. I thought it was drawn great.
No, because they're like, "We find you innocent," and the way it looks, the way it's drawn, is just like the dude thinks they're gonna say he's guilty. They say he's innocent, and then he's like so shocked that he's innocent that he falls into the shark pit. That's how it looks in the movie.
It's funny if if Floating Modoc Head was like, I don't know why he did that.
Right? Why did you fall in? We were gonna let you.
Didn't they load? I thought they dropped the thing out from under him.
No, that's not how it looks to me.
Maybe that's the first guy. There's the first guy that gets.
The first guy gets.
Okay.
So there's two poor motherfuckers that get it.
Nobody ever touched the second dude.
Yeah, Kleenex.
I think I was paying attention to you guys. Y'all were doing some fuck shit.
He's like, maybe we should install a net.
Yeah,
so that, and then if they're guilty, we just drop the net out. You know.
Yeah.
So he gets fucked up by the shark guns.
And then it is Hot Rod and Cup's turn.
Yep. And they get the same hearing for some reason.
And and forgive me because I don't remember them ever saying her name. But who's which one was the female?
RC.
Is RC?
Yeah.
Really, like race car? Is that what it stands for?
No.
Or like the cola.
It's spelled ARCEE.
Okay.
I didn't
Where is she during all this? I can't remember.
She's with she's with Magnus.
Yeah.
And
With the fry
Springer
cook.
and she's on the other side of Junk Planet.
She's with the other useless boss.
Yeah, because we have also glossed over the fact that there are two humans in this movie.
Yes.
Who gives a fuck?
Daniel and
Sparky?
Spike.
Spike.
Oh, like the vampire. Yeah.
Who gives a goddamn motherfuck about the humans?
Oh, this might rabbit hole us, but there's actually serious talk of a Buffy revival going right now.
With Joss Whedon?
No.
Oh.
Everybody but him, though. That's alive.
All right.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Like, Sarah Michelle Gellar
I'm trying
confirmed
to
it.
read
yesterday.
what is he upset? Is he mad? Is he
No,
glad?
he's into
He's
intrigued.
into it, but I don't think he believes you.
I'm intrigued, however, they better not fuck it up.
He's peaked.
He was already fucked up to begin with.
I will end it.
I mean, if that's just you shitting on the life and career of Joss Whedon, then I'm for it. But any other slander is blasphemous.
That's one.
Anyway,
Tell us about your fry cook. Australian samurai movie.
Y'all want to know what things that would break me and the things that I don't want to watch? That shit.
Oh, Buffy.
There is a movie and a musical.
There's a musical?
One of the musical episodes.
There's a musical episode.
Oh, of course there is.
It's a CW shit, dog.
That's why it's shit.
All
But
CW shows
that
have.
musical episode is fucking dope. So fuck you.
I bet that's the best episode in the
No,
whole
it's not.
series.
So you go fuck yourself. You hear me?
He's serious about that Buffy.
I am.
Hit that
Anyway.
nerve. I hit that nerve.
Any fucking way, get back to your space butthole robots in the sky.
He's mad now. He's mad.
No, I think he's still confused.
He's mad and confused.
He's now rage confused,
Yes.
which is a weird status effect.
It is.
You got a ring for a status ring for that?
No.
It's like giving the Hulk.
Actually, I do have a rage and a confused, so I can just double stack them.
It's like giving the Hulk a Rubik's Cube. He's like, the fuck is this?
It's a Rubik's Cube made out of adamantium, so he can't smash it. And he's just like, ah! You don't want to be in the room, though, because when he gets pissed and throws that thing,
Turns into a bullet.
you can get fucking obliterated.
Continue on with your story, man.
Where were we? So Cup and Hot Rod get the same treatment as the other guy. I'm pretty sure they get innocent as well,
Yeah, they
Yep.
do.
and they get the shit dropped out from under them.
Yeah, it's a problem with the mechanism. That's all.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's malfunctioning.
Some Jabba the Hutt shit.
But
And,
they don't like immediately get Iltiber sea bass.
Maybe they were full.
Well, they turn into cars and create a actual Sharknado.
Yeah, I was getting that. So some badass metal plays while that happens.
Yeah.
You actually don't have to keep.
It's important. But yeah,
We get the best part of the movie is the music when it happens. We get it.
Yeah,
But,
if you're listening to this and you haven't seen the movie, just assume
Yeah.
that as we talk about all of this, that there's badass 80s hair metal and some Weird Al Yankovic playing in the background.
we
That
get
is
into the
true.
Weird Al Yankovic.
We're not making that up, by the way. Like,
That's actually a part of it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a song called Dare
Like,
to
I
Be
think I'm
Stupid.
the one who pointed it out. I was like, "Is that Weird Al?" And then Brendan's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
It's a song called Dare to Be Stupid.
Anyway, continue with your.
So they quickly fuck up a lot of the Sharkticons in the water. They get out of the water. Dinobots show up and flatten the... I don't know what happens to the Quintesson guy. He fucks off.
Ironhide, right?
Ironhide died in the beginning.
No, okay. So which one am I thinking? Grimlock.
Grimlock.
Grimlock for the win. Like he's president now.
Whistlehead.
Whistlehead.
Yeah, all the
That's not nice.
all the Dinobots have whistle heads.
Yeah. Look at their heads. They look like whistles. Like what your high school coach used to blow.
Don't ruin it for people.
And they're still somehow cooler than the dinosaurs in the last two Jurassic World movies.
They are infinitely more cooler than them.
Yeah.
Anyway, they show up and start fucking shit up themselves. And they have a little buddy called Wheelie
Yep.
that is has a very
He's a
interesting...
fairy transformer. Got it.
Kind of,
He's got
yeah.
a slingshot.
He has slingshot.
Yeah.
He shoots lava.
Yeah, he pretty much has a fairy syndrome. He's got an interesting voice.
Now, why was he introduced to the movie?
We don't know.
Well, because he rides Grimlock.
Don't ask him way too many questions for this damn movie.
Grimlock don't need a fucking
You're
rider.
thinking way too much.
Okay, listen. If you have four Dinobots in the movie,
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you got 4 Dinobots, right? You want to be able to sell the package of the toys with Wheelie, like so you can buy the individual ones for like what is this the 80s? They're probably like $5.99,
Right.
Or for like $19.99, you can get the whole thing with Wheelie and he rides Grimlock, and there's probably a little spot for his feet to go on Grimlock's neck.
There is now. I don't know back in the day.
See?
Were you in like the marketing department for that?
No, but I could be. I mean, if Hasbro wants
it
me to
makes
come
sense.
work for them, they should call me because I got some things to say about their D&D shit.
Oh
I
hell.
bet you did.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
You were saying, Brendan, we get the Sharknado, and
Yeah.
then we were at
Dinobots.
Wheelie. Yep.
Wheelie with the Dinobots, and they start fucking up the Sharkticons.
And then we switch back over to the other group, right?
Yeah, after they help them escape.
Right.
And
Find some sort of spiral seashell.
Yeah, that's a weird shit that they took, but it's Quintus on bullshit. I don't know.
And then there's also a junk planet ship.
Yes,
Super dope. But this doesn't happen until Ultra Magnus explodes.
He doesn't explode.
Yeah, he does. He explodes.
He straight up
He exploded,
self-destructs. Yeah. He holds up the fucking MacGuffin like he's about to do some cool ass shit while he's getting shot at. By the way, at point blank range, he's taking a few shots, but I'm thinking it's gonna kick in. No, this motherfucker he gets obliterated.
Poor Ultra
Matter of
Magnus.
fact, it's this whole I guess Galvatron.
I don't know why
20 on his final attack.
This movie did him dirty.
Because he goes to use the thing, gets shot, and throws it up into the air.
He throws it to the competition,
and Galvatron catches the bitch after he blows up.
and then he blows up.
Things need to happen. It's the 80s. Things I don't know why. I don't remember that part particularly.
Well,
him throwing it. I think he was trying to use it, and he gets shot out of his hand.
Well, that's not what happened. He got shot, and then he threw it to the bad
Wouldn't you be
guys.
throwing shit if you were getting shot too?
Okay, if I'm supposed to be Optimus Prime Jr., I'm not going to throw
Damn.
the MacGuffin to the bad guys.
I mean, that is exactly what he's being marketed as in this movie.
Not wrong.
We are correct. I believe, Brendan, you are... Wrong button. You are...
Which button is it?
I think it's a bit now.
You are...
Wrong! Oh.
There we go. I knew I'd get there.
What were the first three
It was
buttons?
a fucking bit the whole time.
I sure did. But no, I think we're about to get to my favorite part of the movie now.
The fucking Junkatrons.
The nipple bots.
Yeah,
Yes.
the nibble bots. Yeah.
Who ride each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these robots just start popping out of the ground.
And chasing.
And they're
who we got in this one? This is Spring?
Springer, RC, you got Spike. No, it's Daniel.
Daniel,
Sorry.
the kid.
Yeah,
And there was one more, right?
Blur.
Oh yeah, Blur. How could I fucking forget?
Your favorite.
Non-decaf.
And there's some other ones that are with him. I think Blaster might be with him. There's some other ones.
Like Master Blaster? I mean, they are on a jump planet, so it could be...
He's a big boombox.
They pop out on motorcycles, with guns, shooting and all that.
Yeah, and they got some interesting designs.
And then, we see one of them fall off the motorcycle, he gets fucked up. And then,
The motorcycle turns into
the motorcycle turns into a dude, and then the dude who fell off the motorcycle
So this is
turns
after
into a motorcycle.
the Decepticons fuck off after fucking up Ultra Magnus and getting
Because they got what they wanted.
Matrix leadership.
Because I got the Matrix.
Yeah. And they pop out of the ground and start chasing off the Autobots and start trying to get after them.
Yeah, but they do that magic switch 3 times during this chase.
But the first time they did it, that shit fucked me up.
It fucked up
I
everyone.
think it fucked everybody but Brendan.
We had to stop it.
Yeah, we paused that shit and rewound it to
I knew I was
watch it
gonna get you
again.
guys. I was waiting for him.
Because homie's I don't know if you guys understood what we said, but there was a transformer riding a motorcycle. He falls off of it. The motorcycle turns into a humanoid, and then the humanoid turns into a motorcycle.
And then they
they
keep
hop back on each other and ride the fuck off. What the fuck?
Hey man, sometimes you a switch.
Right, no king shame.
No kink shame.
My bad.
It's just two switches living in harmony.
I guess I just never seen it in this fashion.
It's a give and take. You got a 50-50.
Yeah.
Oh man, but for real, it really did fuck us up. We really did pause it and rewound it to watch it again.
I knew it would get you guys. I don't think it would get you guys out.
It was rough, man. It was fucking terrifying.
Homies, let me tell you, we have seen and reviewed some fuck shit on this podcast. It's rare that we have to pause it, make sure we all saw the same thing, and then go back and watch it again.
They fucking did this.
It was sure, thinking about it, it's not super out of the realm of possibility.
You just weren't expecting that shit.
Really weren't expecting that shit.
And the way it's drawn is so fucked. And it broke Ace. Ace had to fucking reboot.
I was done.
I don't know what y'all expected. They're robots that transform, and they're riding. Did you think
But
that?
why would they?
No, we got it. Like, we understand.
Yeah, we understand the concept.
But
now.
at no point was I prepared for transforming Australian space samurai junk bots.
Why the fuck not?
Because there's a giant space butthole.
I'm just
I
saying.
think that should be the name of the episode, though.
Yeah,
Giant Space Butthole.
Space butthole.
Brendan's pick. All I'm saying is that I am surprised and disappointed that Michael Bay never put these motorcycles in his movies.
I'm very surprised that he didn't. Not.
Because I could 100% see him using that same shot.
Well, the problem with this is that you got to remember that the fucking Transformer's like 30 feet tall. So, like, it's fine if you're drawing that shit, but when you're in live action and there's humans on the screen and whatnot, they would have had to make a fucking 30-foot tall motorcycle.
No, because we see, like, Transformer motorcycles at one point in the movies, and they're just motorcycle sized.
That's true. But yeah,
also,
I guess it could have done that.
We do, like you said, we do have the two humans, and while they are in like mech-like suits, they're not much shorter than the actual Transformers.
They didn't really show a whole lot of scale. They were most of the time next to a Bumblebee, which is very small.
And RC.
And RC, she's small too. She's like a little space sports car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Bumblebee looked awful in this movie, by the way.
That's the original design. I don't know what you want.
Well, I mean, the original design.
Yellow panda is what he looked like to me.
Yeah, the original can still look like shit. I mean,
he did look a little weird. He's not the A player that he was back, that he is now. But he actually talked, and he wasn't annoying like he is now.
Well, you say he talked. He had like 2 lines of dialogue.
If that.
Yeah.
I mean, the original Batman art isn't that great. Like,
Damn.
Well, it's not.
Damn.
It's not bad, actually.
I'm just saying compared to some of the shit we've gotten.
Oh, yeah, well.
Isn't that a recreation, though?
Okay. That's what the suit was.
Yeah.
Which one?
Are you talking about the art itself or the actual suit?
Yeah, I mean, something about the gloves with the penis fingers just doesn't get me. But
Damn. Bruce crashing straight.
Well, he is very present in here.
That he is. Yeah.
So,
the credits roll, and then we're like, man, what a movie.
I mean, there's no
at this point,
slowdown.
There is no slowdown. It's just nothing but a massive fight chase scene. Pretty much the whole movie.
Oh yeah, we forgot. Hot Rod absorbs the Matrix, transforms, and fucks up everyone, including Omicron. Giant space butthole.
Well, while we're on the junk planet still, they do bring Ultra Magnum Condom Plus.
The Junkatrons.
Since they're made for her touch and pleasure, they bring him back to life.
They put him back together because they know how to put shit back together.
I mean, they literally just put the pieces back in.
They're literally like any toy from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he's back to life.
Everybody's kind of gripe back then is like, why the fuck could you do that with Ultra Magnus? But why is Optimus Prime fucking dead after getting shot?
I was asking the same thing,
twice.
but at that point, there was just too
this
many
is
questions.
Why, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't ask questions for this movie.
Don't think about it, Morty.
Like, don't. That's one thing with this movie.
Way up there, Morty.
Yeah, that could also be the title of the episode.
Turn off that brain.
Don't think about it, Morty.
And watch.
I thought I've already explained this to you. I cannot turn off my brain watching movies anymore because of a certain individual in this room.
Oh, we're not doing this.
We're not doing this.
You know what, Oz? I am so sick and tired of your finger pointing bullshit. Okay, you can't blame me,
Brendan. So how does this movie end?
I was a victim of. You shut the fuck up, Brendan. I was a victim of Howard the Duck just as much as you were. All right.
But see, I was a I was a doughy-eyed kid who loved watching movies, and then you made me watch a horrible movie. Horrible movie. One of probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It broke me, and now I have to keep my brain on watching a movie so I can walk out if anything like that happens again.
I had to endure.
I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
I had to endure that movie too.
All I'm saying. You ruined me. Continue, Brendan.
I consider it honestly because this right here, this is an established connoisseur, a consumer of all sorts of media, vast, far and wide, and he is a experienced critic. And all I'm saying is that he just gave a little bit of scale to your taste or lack thereof.
But it was mine. I was cool with that. And then you did.
You deflowered him.
You did!
No, that shit happened way.
Hey, we ain't talking about that, though.
I'm just saying that, your mind has just been expanded, your eyes have been opened,
right.
and you just can't go back
Yeah,
to
broaden your
enjoying
horizons.
bullshit like we watched tonight. I'm just saying.
I gave you the red pill.
Yeah.
No one wants the red pill.
But you didn't ask.
He inserted that shit.
Lawrence just
You
was
just-
just like,
There was no choice, dude.
Okay,
Deep
still.
inside there, Morty.
Your eyes are open now.
Like, I think you straight entered me. Like, you straight up space butthole me, man.
Way up there.
Lawrence Fishburne's like, if you take the red pill, it'll open your eyes and your mind. If you take the blue pill, you'll wake up tomorrow and never notice this conversation. And Keanu Reeves is just like, there's nothing in that hand.
It was like, if you take the red pill, your eyes will be open to the truth. If you take the blue pill, you a bitch.
That's exactly how that conversation, I think, went. Anyway, continue, Brendan.
Oh, was it my turn? Okay.
Where are we at?
The Junkatron's putting Ultra Magnus back together. So they both take off, and
So it's a bullshit name.
It is. His new name is Made for Her Pleasure.
it was before that condom. I'm pretty sure.
They had Ultra Magnus.
So they take off the junk planet. Kip and not Kip, fucking Cup and Hot Rod come back, and they say the magic words.
We actually
give an offering to the Junkatrons.
we actually missed a considerable part of this, which was Megatron going back to Unicron's space butthole. And
That's later.
is that later?
Yeah,
thought it was
it's after
like-
this scene. You
Oh,
cut to
okay.
him.
Okay.
It's a different.
I'll
part.
let you cook.
Yeah, there's the racist scene that he's about to explain.
Oh yeah, the Ewok scene. Yeah.
I'm trying to. I'm not going to try to remember the saying.
Go
Usually
ahead
I
and say
can.
it.
Actually, I would
No.
appreciate it if you didn't.
we
No. We gonna have to just
What?
to
It's
save
not
Ace.
racist.
To save Ace from having to edit this shit out. Just
It's
go
not
on.
racist.
Just move along.
How is that racist?
Just move on.
It's a well-known thing
Just,
from the movie.
Just move along.
It's pretty fucking racist.
The Dukes of Hazzard is well known too. Move along.
The only time they speak a different language in this movie is when they're doing it towards the robots that have suspiciously
Asian qualities.
Oh, damn, that is
and
racist.
see, that's why you're part of the problem.
they say one phrase and start singing and dancing together.
They said it to the other guys on the other side of the planet. So that's where they learned it from the guys near the Quintesson.
Bad learned behavior is still bad behavior, Brendan. Goddamn.
And like I just said, that's why you're part of the problem.
I swear it's not racist.
So then
Just
Megatron talks some shit to Space Butthole.
Yeah, he comes back with the Matrix leadership, and he tries to talk and threaten Unicron. Unicron ain't having that shit. He said, "No, fuck you. You do what you told."
I am more than a butthole. Watch and learn.
So he decides that he said, "Fuck this shit. I'm gonna do it myself."
And you know what's fucked up about this whole thing?
No,
I know
that-
this movie is all about Transformers. I don't know why my brain was like thinking he wasn't one.
Everything
Even
transforms.
Cybertron.
I was like, I don't know why my brain didn't go there. But I was like, oh, he is one. Makes sense.
So Megatron is like, "Hey dog, I got the Matrix. You already told me it's the only thing that can fuck you up." And then Unicron's like, "Oh shit!" And then you actually see from Cybertron heaven, Optimus is like, "Remember who you are."
God damn.
And then he transforms into actual Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He transforms into Transformers Galactus.
I will
and
say,
it starts
I thought
fucking
this
shit
during the
up.
movie though, like this is
And-
my favorite model for any of the Transformers in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Unicron's the shit. His design is pretty. He's got some of the kind of designs of like facial hair in a way. But yeah, he somehow is seems to be right next to Cybertron.
Yeah, imagine when he's right
He
next
just
to
had,
Cybertron.
like he's like right there.
Oh yeah, like there was no space travel. There was just I'm here, bitch.
And I guess that's why it was such a threat to Galvatron at the time. So Galvatron tries to talk this shit, and he's like, no. And then he transforms and starts fucking Cybertron up. Like,
If I'm not mistaken, didn't he just toss him in his mouth like a Tic Tac?
yeah, he sure did. Yeah. Soon after, like, all right, I'm done with you. And I don't know why he decided not to do anything with the Matrix. I guess he just decided to go.
That's a good fucking question, Brendan. The one thing that
I guess
I thought you said you shouldn't ask questions with this movie.
I guess he decided it was going to get destroyed with inside of himself.
in his digestive system.
Yeah,
That exists.
that you see plenty of. And is destroying shit.
I mean, he does have a giant space ball.
He does have a space, but we know that.
So there has to be something that comes out of
That's
space.
true.
So maybe.
So,
I mean, you thought that he was a giant space butthole, but it just turns out that he actually just has a giant space
so he just was a giant asshole.
I broke us.
Brendan, if I'm not misunderstanding, I believe that next we get a fight.
Oh,
You do get a fight.
Hold the fuck up.
Well,
Another fight.
well, first you get some penetration into someone's eye.
Yeah,
So because the Autobots roll up with the Junkatrons. Well, no, they
There was
say
no rolling.
motherfucker, I just realized
fly-
that Optimus doesn't ever say it.
nope.
He doesn't.
He never says it. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no good Transformers
There's no-
movie where Optimus Prime doesn't say Autobots roll out. Go check it out.
But think about it. We only ever hear Captain America say Avengers Assemble once.
But see, they let him cook.
Yeah, gotta let him cook, Tony.
They teased it in one movie.
Civil War.
Yeah, we actually don't know.
Age of Ultron.
We actually don't know that he doesn't say it right there. The camera just cuts off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he said Avengers? What do y'all want for lunch?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, good
take a lunch break.
Yeah, could have been anything.
Shawarma?
They just gotta have like a shawarma bar in Avengers Tower by then.
I'm
I think
sure.
so, yeah.
If not in Avengers
good.
Tower, the new headquarters has to have one.
Yeah.
Because like if they gotta fly to New York every
Mediterranean,
time they want to eat shawarma, that's good. The budget is gonna run out quick.
Because I remember seeing it on Laziz's menu.
It's delicious.
Yeah, the stock in shawarma were like skyrocketed after Avengers 1 came out.
Everybody was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then they come to find out it's delicious. We ate some at MomoCon at like 1 o'clock in the morning one time.
Was there alcohol involved?
I've had shawarma one time. It was pretty decent. I liked it.
No, actually, I don't think there was.
Wow.
Yeah, like most of the time, like, we don't drink in MomoCon.
I was gonna say, but most times if I'm eating at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's alcohol.
That's a fair point.
No, we was just hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of hunger, this movie, Transition.
Yeah, like Unicron,
Unicron
Giant
eating-
Space Ball
eating-
wants to
eating-
eat
Eating
everything.
planets.
Everything.
I don't think he wants to eat
That was a bit
Cybertron
stretch,
right
but, you know,
now.
I'll
He
give
just
it to
wants to fuck it up because he's in full pissed off mode.
Yeah. So what is his reasoning for wanting to destroy everything?
Do we ever find that out?
Because he just wants to.
So he's
say-
Galactus.
so he's Galactus.
Galactus doesn't do it because he wants to. Galactus do it because he has to.
Yeah, he has to.
He wants to be the most powerful being in the universe.
That's not Galactus.
That's not. Yeah.
No, I'm saying Unicron.
So destroying everything else.
They didn't really give Unicron much of a,
That's right. We were not supposed to ask you.
Okay,
Not-
that's right.
And
Asking
don't think
fucking-
about it, Morty.
Answer questions. Is a big giant planet eating other giant planets?
That's why the pacing is so
Big giant
fast.
space ball.
So you don't have time to be like, "Was that?"
No one, Megatron or Galvatron didn't be like, "Why the fuck you doing this, bitch?" Like, no.
Honestly, it could have been when he was talking to Megatron the first time, and we just couldn't focus on because of all the bullshit going on in this movie that we didn't pick up on it. But at the same time, I'm not going to give this movie that much credit.
I don't think they ever mentioned it.
No, they don't.
Also, when I edit this episode, I need to see how many times we say the words space butthole.
Make a drinking game out of it.
I just need you
You're
to,
gonna die. Don't do that.
Put that shit in the cap cut and get every single clip of us saying giant space butthole.
Giant space ball. Giant space ball.
Giant butthole.
Giant
Giant space
ball.
butthole. Giant space butthole. the butthole in giant space.
If you send me the video, I'll make a montage of us just saying
You know
giant
what? Like,
but
I'm definitely plastering that all over my social media. 100%.
You're like, what the fuck do you guys do on that podcast?
Talk about giant space butthole.
we are the number 10 review podcast in New Guinea.
That's right.
Holy crap! That is awesome.
I don't know how.
Random ass metric.
I don't know how the fuck that happened, but apparently the motherfuckers over in New Guinea are just like, there's only like one guy that's got like Spotify over there, and he only listens to us.
He fucking loves it.
Shout out to New Guinea though.
Yeah, that's right.
Hell yeah, New Guinea.
Oh boy.
I just assumed that.
I think we're probably going to drop down a few spots after this podcast.
Probably.
Man.
I think you say that after almost every podcast
Yeah.
that Brendan and I are on.
Well,
I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about New Guinea. I just assumed that the UK oppressed them at some point in time, so fuck those guys.
you're like, what
You have to edit that out.
Out of nowhere.
God damn.
oh.
Hey, if we got any audience in the UK, then they're like, what the fuck? Why are we getting strays for New Guinea?
They're like, oh yeah.
I can tell you this
Y'all know
much.
what you did.
I can tell you this much. We definitely have more listeners in the UK than fucking New Guinea. At least we did.
And then your co-host just ruined that.
Listen, man, we don't need that shit. These motherfuckers don't season their food.
Hey, if
Whoa,
you're in the UK right now, comment. Tell us what you think.
Actually, you know what? No. Go watch this movie and see if me talking shit about the UK is your biggest complaint. I guarantee you it won't be.
How dare you, sir?
Oh,
They will love this movie. Or they have loved this movie.
Look, man, I was born in 87. And
Same.
if I had been born in, like, 77, I wouldn't have liked this movie when I was 9.
But you.
No, dog. Now, even when I was a kid, I needed...
Bro, you
I
were
needed-
exposed to different type of material back in those days, so your thought process would be different.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I never liked G.I. Joe, and that shit was on when I was a kid. And that was like the same shit.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying I probably wouldn't have liked it.
Okay.
Even the Care Bears episodes had a plot that was more easy to follow than this.
It's got a
I
plot.
prefer gummy bears, but that's me.
It's not hard to follow.
That shit's on the place randomly.
Gummy bears?
Yeah.
Gummy bears bouncing here and everywhere.
what the fuck is Gummy Bears?
Seriously?
It's a show, yeah.
I just
It was a
watched
show.
it for the intro. I didn't
Listen.
like the show.
Listen, since we're here, this motherfucker never heard of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. So
Right,
if you remember Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, leave us a comment and tell us that you remember it.
Attack of the Killer
Tomatoes.
He's like, I have no
I think y'all got together on the ride over here.
gaslight the fuck out of him. Just making shit up.
If I'm not mistaken, that cartoon is based off of a really
No,
crappy horror movie.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's actually a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's what I mainly know it from.
Yeah, but the cartoon is more like
But
picking on the...
They made
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
they made everything into a cartoons in the 80s.
And then there's actually a South Park episode where like Eric Cartman's like obsessed with it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So at least like the three of us would have had to get with Matt Parker and Trey Stone and all to agree to gaslight you.
I don't put it past any of you.
No.
That's very fair, actually.
I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm saying that's what would have had to have happened.
I love how matter of fact he was without that.
Yeah. Brandon, how does this fucking movie end?
So, Hot Rod ends up flying into the eye of, with the rest of them, into
the second-
Unicron's eye
Ship that flies through the eye the first.
The first.
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 And he meets up with Galvatron there, and he's running after Galvatron and dodging all the innards of.
We did forget about Galvatron's new bling. Like he had the
he got the
had
chain. He rocking that shit on chain.
Yeah.
And you can hang from it.
He had a midget hanging from his necklace.
he walked in with a million trucks, looking, smelling, feeling like $1 million.
Million trucks. That actually makes sense because
watch out for his medallion. His diamonds are reckless. Feels like a midget is hanging from his necklace.
Galvatron busting there. He's like,
Way to go for the fucking lyric throwback, though.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Galvatron was like, hey, Starscream, what you got on my matrix of leadership, homie?
I'm gonna tuck my shit in, man.
I don't think you could have tucked that shit in. That shit was huge.
Fuck your couch.
Oh, okay. So Starscream meets up with Galvatron.
And surprise. Well, actually, Galvatron tries not to fight Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. My bad.
What'd you call him?
Starscream.
He said every name except for the right ones.
Yeah.
God damn it.
There were so many names, man.
That dude did. He tries not to fight Hot Rod. Surprisingly, he tried not to have a fight.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm just gonna believe you at this point.
I was trying to get you to pay attention. It was a
I remember this
big point.
part.
Yeah.
Because just in case anybody at home was wondering, the rock music kicked up way hard here.
Specifically, you got the touch.
We'll talk about that name later. But,
Yeah, I'm going to tell you now. All of the tracks were pretty much the same. But go ahead.
You got a touch.
I would have not to have this blasphemy. Unicron gets into his head and pretty much commands him, like, no, you still work for me, bitch. And you're going to protect that Matrix leadership.
Assuming direct control.
Yeah.
assuming they were control.
And
There was a remarkable lot of collector references in made it this movie.
Well, it'd be the other
believe
way
it or
around.
not, a fight
No,
ensues.
we made. Made.
After Galvatron fires on Hot Rod. And so they start fighting. And Hot Rod is able to get away from him somehow. And while he's doing his thing, he ends up having to use it a little bit and blows Galvatron away. I see your faces.
We're listening.
They're really just listening. You're letting you cook.
Let you cook.
I forgot. I think the other ones show up and we're able to help him out.
The Autobots.
Yeah.
Got it.
Brandon, I'm going to give you a podcasting tip here. I do this all the time. If there's ever a point where you're not sure what happened, make it up confidently.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
He does it all the time.
It's like, I'm pretty sure that this happened. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of shit in our What If Season 3 review that we're just like, yeah, that happened. Because I was desperately...
Well, I'm trying to be accurate and not just say some shit.
Listen, anybody who loves this movie is gonna hate this episode, so...
Oh, for sure. Because they're going to be spending there talking about Transformers, and we're talking about space buttholes. And...
Listen,
I told you I was a shit storyteller, so
For a
I'm
throwback
not the one to be doing a recap.
For a throwback, we really on topic.
We are. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
For the most part.
So, all right. So now that we're done with that, let me explain to you what this movie is. It's basically like if in Alien 3 they didn't make one, but if they had, right? If they killed off all the characters that people love from the second one, and then were like made it about like I don't know some dirty space miners or something.
They made it all about Newt.
Yeah. Then that's what it kind of would be like. So you basically have all these established, beloved Transformers. They kill them all in the first 20 minutes of the movie so they can sell toys of these like D-list characters. That I can confirm that this is what happened because I am from the future. Yeah. And here in 2025, nobody's ever heard of motherfucking Ark or Hot Rod or any of these other motherfuckers. And especially not Ultra Magnus.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
These are actual characters people know. Believe it or not.
Dude,
Maybe the diehard fans like you.
Yeah, I think diehard fans
I don't
of
even
the
know,
original
like,
cartoon.
I'm not even that versed like in every single thing that there is. I haven't even watched all 4 seasons. As soon as I was done with I've only watched the first 2 seasons and then this movie, and then that's what I At the time, I didn't even know there was 4 seasons.
You know how many E-list comic book characters I see in movies that I'm like, at this point, there's no point in mentioning them. You know, doesn't even matter. Who gives a fuck?
Fair enough.
You know,
But I have OCD. And
That's just the equivalent of like the wrestling analogy of getting your shit in, like, or I'm gonna get my shit in rather. Like they're just adding shit because they wanted to.
I think the average person who's seen the good Transformers movies, so the Michael Bay, the original 3 Michael Bay ones, and good is very subjective here because Revenge of the Fallen has a lot of problems. But that all 3 of them are go to the theater, turn your brain off Friday night movies. Okay? You're not going to have to think too hard. You're going to see a bunch of robots fight each other. Shia LaBeouf will do some crazy shit.
eat some titties.
Yeah, there might be some weird thumbs or some slow motion titties.
Yeah, and then Linkin Park, no credits, go home.
Exactly. A fun Friday night.
Yes.
You know, it just. But I mean, the average person, they know Optimus, they know Bumblebee, they know Megatron, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that like the people who like are really into those movies probably know like Ironhide and some of these other characters.
Starscream,
Jazz.
Yeah. What's the other Prime that's in the third one?
Sentinel Prime.
Sentinel Prime. Yeah,
He's always a dickbag.
Yeah.
Every iteration.
Yeah, every
He's
time.
always a dickbag.
Sentinel Prime was
And that
voiced
was
by
Leonard Nimoy too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sentinel Prime was Leonard Nimoy.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know, there's a lot of ones in those movies I think people know, but for the most part, like the main characters they try to push in this movie, I think other than Galvatron, just because he's just Super Saiyan Megatron.
Well, that was kind of the whole point behind the movie, is that they're trying to push new toys so that they can sell new toys. Like, that's the whole point.
But they had, you know, Vince McMahon era booking, and didn't give us a star to get behind.
That's true. Like, if you're gonna get rid of Optimus
I think
Prime,
that was supposed to be Hot Rod.
But you can get rid of Optimus Prime in this movie, and you know what? That's fine. You can kill him off. That's still shocking storytelling. But before you do that, you have to have set up in place
somebody to take the place.
Yeah, somebody who can take that torch and carry it. And honestly, it's like after he dies, there's no one. And Ultra Pro Magnum guy, he can't do it.
Well, that's what like they alluded to. They were trying to subvert expectations, I guess.
Oh, right.
A little bit.
They were trying to. No, they just did.
Yeah. I mean, no one liked it at the time. No one liked how this movie ended at the time. Like, at least the fans didn't.
We still don't like subverting expectations now. I think we have a whole episode about how it sucks.
Pretty sure we do.
When he goes to let go of the Matrix leadership, Hot Rod actually catches it and gives it to Ultra Magnus. If I remember right.
In this movie?
Yeah, in this movie.
Hot Rod got the upgrade.
Yeah, I'm saying like when Prime initially dies.
Oh yeah.
When he dies before he can actually hand it off, and it slips out of his hand. Ultra Magnus couldn't catch it. Hot Rod does and gives it to Ultra Magnus.
Okay, let me ask you this: who was this movie made for, Brandon?
The people that like Transformers.
How old on average were those people?
I mean, kids, like, you know, anywhere from, you know,
probably
6 to 12.
I think that's a fair range.
Yeah.
How many 6 to 12-year-olds would get that kind of foreshadowing?
Oh, I mean, it's supposed to be like maybe a family movie as well, though. So
Stop. No.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's too much thinking.
There was an all shit. So no, that wasn't a family movie.
Yeah, this is the movie that like the 6-year-old little boy drags the family to, and like the 10-year-old sister and both parents fucking hate it.
Yeah,
it was me with Power Rangers, the movie.
It was me with TMNT.
That too.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, the average adult in the '80s was not nearly as nerdy as the average adult is now.
That's fair.
And I consider myself to be an extremely nerdy human being, and I didn't like this movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you definitely have to be into the property to.
I love Transformers.
Well, and again, like, I will speak from the opposite end of that. I went on record earlier saying I don't like big robot movies. I don't. But at the same time, I didn't feel that this was really targeted. Yeah, really.
He loves medium robots.
Well,
I don't even like them most of the time.
Well, with something like this,
you like Short Circuit? That's one.
J5? No, but
iRobot.
Johnny 5. Well, if every robot is big, then none of them are. That's what it is here with this movie.
Yeah, kind of.
But
Except for Unicron, Giant Space Ball.
But they added 2 humans to create scale size. So, I'm sorry.
They are holdovers from the series. They are in the original series.
Just saying.
Brendan, I would be the one to say that I did not hate this movie.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, maybe because
this was definitely not a shot towards the war.
I did have alcohol in this cup.
Did you really?
Maybe.
You didn't offer me any.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Sigourney Weaver was not in it.
She was not in this, and that automatically puts a ceiling on it.
Yeah, that caps you out at like an 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
So wait a minute, are we rating this movie now?
I mean,
we're getting close. We haven't got to the finale quite yet.
We're gonna score it at some point, though. You know.
So Optimus Prime, not Optimus Prime, Rodimus now because he got the Matrix.
So wait a minute. He's Hot Rodimus?
No, he's.
That's an excellent porn name.
I'm trying to do this shit.
That's an incredible porn name. That might be the best porn name I've ever heard.
God damn it.
I just know the fact that was a real question he asked.
That was a sincere question.
Yeah, he meant no. Hot Rodimus.
I wish it was. I really do wish it was.
Rodimus Prime? Is that? Ew.
We have.
That's why no one loved it.
I'm sorry.
No.
Hot Rodimus would have been better.
Did they show his alt mode? Did they show his transformed alt mode?
They're showing them. Well, no.
I think they do a little bit. Like it's like I don't think y'all were paying attention because y'all were like, "What the fuck is happening in this movie?" Like y'all were like checked out by the end of this movie. I know.
Hot Rodimus.
I'm always. That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
I'm so used to
Hot Rodimus Prime.
I can't have nice things, goddammit.
I have nice things.
He comes with a side.
Apparently, Hot Rodimus comes with a side. It's his hot rod.
Oh, God.
It's steaming.
It's made out of that shit that Wheelie shot out of the slingshot.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I think I just had my, never mind, I can't even.
Yeah, yes, folks, we are all 12.
The fucked up part is,
Okay.
I didn't mean it that way until he said it, and then I'm like, yes.
That's what I'm going to call him from now on.
Hot Rodimus.
Hot Rodimus.
The legendary hero.
I feel like I need to get a Hot Rod action figure now just to have it displayed for Hot Rodimus.
Yeah.
I can work that out for you.
Before Ron Jeremy, there was
Hot Rodimus.
I actually think Ron Jeremy was already.
Yeah,
You're gonna be sucking this pipe later.
Yeah, I think Ron Jeremy was already slanging. He was already laying pipe by 86.
Oh man. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Continue, Brendan. Hot Rodimus Prime.
He gets the leadership of Matrix of Leadership. Dyslexic. And turns into Hot Rodimus.
Yes.
And he literally turns and changes and gets taller. And looks older now from the Matrix.
He has a little rust on him.
And his alt mode, weirdly enough, gets a trailer. So he's a sports car with a... Look that shit up. I'm not joking.
No, I know. Yeah.
It's a sports car with a trailer on it, like a Winnebago. I'm not making this up. This was in the movie.
He's a prime, so you had to.
So he turns into a truck, kind of, but a sports car still.
Sports truck.
Sports car
like
truck.
Camino?
Kind of, but a lot weirder.
Or a Cybertruck.
Oh, God.
He does look like a fucking Cybertruck.
Oh, my
He
God.
does. Oh my God, he does. Because he
So
still
I will never look at a Cybertruck the same again. Every time I see it now,
Hot
I'll
Rodimus.
see Hot Rodimus.
God damn.
That's not what the ladies see.
I'm aware.
And he quickly yeets Galvatron out of Unicron.
Unicorn, got it.
Yeah, Megatron gets yeeted a lot in this movie, the way you think about it.
Yeah, it's like he got attacked by Jey Uso.
Wrestling reference.
And Unicron's like, until we eat again. And he's like, what the fuck? Why do people keep saying that to me?
What does that mean? And so the Matrix begins to make Unicron explode from the inside out. And Galvatron or Unicron is not like enjoying that shit.
So
Orson Welles puts in his damnedest performance. This is actually Orson Welles' last performance of his career before he dies.
Yeah, it is.
So when they show the Unicron head kind of floating off into space, is that like some foreshadowing that he could return?
Yeah, I mean, it could. I think it actually does.
Okay.
In the later seasons.
Yeah, because that does happen. You see the head floating in space, and it kind of.
And it's now nowhere.
So
he pretty much is a Titan, or a Celestial rather.
And then the Autobots swear to never wage war again.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that shit got me.
But get this
like,
shit. In later seasons of in 3 and 4, guess who comes back?
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be right.
Because they realized they made a mistake.
They done fucked up, AA, Ron.
Yeah, because like this, Beast Wars, Beast Machines, and even the Michael Bay movies are all supposed to be in some convoluted ass continuity.
Yeah, there is.
Along with this TV show? I mean, along with the TV show?
This and even after this, there's Headmasters. There's a Japanese seasons that are like I forget the names of that. Headmasters and a bunch of other
Hot Rodimus better be in that.
Hot Rodimus.
It's literally called Headmasters.
Headmasters.
Where their heads come off and they're separate
Oh, well, that's convenient.
robots.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like a cult to Unicron, you see, because he got decapitated.
That's odd.
You might be giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And then we get roll credits and a rock song on the way out the door.
Yeah, of course.
Yet another.
Of course.
thing.
As it happens.
Oh boy. Yeah. And that is Transformers 86.
It's the official title is called The Transformers the Movie.
The Transformers.
I'm not joking about that. That is called The Transformers the Movie.
If it had come out later, there could have been The Transformers, the movie, the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter.
Right. Street Fighter.
And then they could have made a movie out of that
Fucking
game.
face.
And it would have been The Transformers, the
All I
movie,
could
the
think of
game,
was
the
that
movie.
fucking Street Fighter game.
Yeah, that game was awful.
I actually
I
downloaded
never played it. I
Akuma is
had
actually
the
in that
Street
game.
Fighter VHS for the movie, and it was a trailer on the movie. And I'm just like, that looks horrible.
You know who?
Did Capcom even make that one?
I don't think they did.
They licensed it, but
Yeah.
someone else made it.
So like
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
the last time we seriously talked about this, about Street Fighter the movie, the game, it was actually during a game of D&D, and like you were the people on the other side of the table were like doing some shit, and me and Ace's characters were like paused. So like I downloaded that shit on my laptop and was playing it during the D&D game.
You were playing
Street Fighter the movie, the game at the table.
I remember that.
and you didn't fucking show me?
And this motherfucker was like, "Are you? Oh, you are."
Why would you do that?
Well, I didn't want to distract you. You were busy.
I mean, if there's
But you would have done something like that to distract me, because that's
Yeah, that would have
who
been.
you are.
Yeah, but that's just rude.
if there's any time to play the Street Fighter the game, the movie the game.
movie, the game.
The movie the
The
game.
game.
My bad.
Yeah.
The movie the game. Why not there?
What was the character you picked?
What's your main, bro?
I think I was playing Guile. And when you pick a character, it plays a live action clip of the movie. It's not. It's not CG. Like it's
These
actually.
are like, it's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a clip from the film. Yeah, and then you go into the fight, which is awful.
Do you know who Akuma is? from Street
Yeah.
Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's in that game. He's not in the movie. He's in that game.
Yep.
He's in the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he looks so sad. Oh my god, he looks
He actually ought to
terrible.
be happy because he got to skip that fucking terrible film.
Fair, but they did him dirty in that game.
Well, they didn't
my
have
God.
a real life human to base him off of, so
Yeah.
I mean, they picked another poor schmuck.
he looks awful.
He looks
He
terrible.
does.
The whole game is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's good for a good giggle.
That is another potential for the throwback.
The Street Fighter movie.
That is an act of war.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
it's a
is.
classic.
No,
it's a classic.
no.
Come on, that doesn't count.
Dead or Alive is a classic. That would be fine.
It's the one with the titties in it.
Yes.
Yes.
I think Street Fighter's better than
And
Dead
Kevin
or Alive.
Nash. Yes,
Kevin
titties and
Nash.
Kevin Nash.
He is in it.
Look, I will agree with you. DOA, I would watch that.
I think
again.
Street Fighter's better than DOA.
No, the fuck
No,
it's
it
not.
is not.
By far.
Like the franchise, yeah, but like
Yes.
the movie,
No, the movie.
no,
I'm talking about the movie.
is way better.
No, you don't have what's his name? The guy that plays Bison.
Raul Julia. Raul Julia.
Is
The only thing I
Julia?
know him as is
I'm blanking on the name.
Raul.
God damn it.
But he wouldn't have that iconic
Yeah.
line.
For me, it was a Tuesday.
Yes. To me, it was only a Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That movie's terrible.
It is.
It is bad. John Claude Van Damme was on that Carrie Fisher the whole time.
Yeah.
He was zooted and tooted the whole time.
Why you get the most American character, and you
Yeah.
get some European dude?
Was he Welsh? I think.
I forgot where.
The most is from Brussels. Yeah,
I forgot where Van Damme's from.
Brussels.
Where's that?
I'm gonna kick that son of a bitch bastard Bison's ass so hard.
He had the accent in the movie.
The next thing Bison want to be.
Like,
Was good
you
off
have an
that.
American tattoo on your shoulder.
Yeah. God, it's so bad.
I mean, they could have got what's the dude from Agent Paper?
Oh yeah, Brock Anderson.
Brock Anderson.
Motherfucking Brock Anderson.
Just every American stereotype you can imagine from like the late '90s.
He
like
was the man.
forced into this one character, and they named him Brock Anderson because it's the most American name they could think of.
Motherfucking Brock Anderson.
And his powers are America.
He's my favorite fucking character. in
If
that.
you shoot at him, he got away. If
And
you
he
punch
picked-
him in the face, he threw a grenade behind you.
He picked
Like,
up-
He had plot armor.
He
all the
picked
time.
up that giant paper airplane that should have been a crane.
Wow.
yeah, racist
It's not racist.
as fuck.
It's not racist.
That is a thing that only racists say, Brendan.
Yeah, okay. So let me just. You weren't here, Oz, and
I wasn't.
and for the homies who may have missed Agent Paper,
I
let me
just
just
think
set
the
the scene
crane
for
would've
you.
looked cooler.
There's two Asian characters, and the main character of the movie. I know this might be a stretch, but her superpower is she controls paper. Now, there's a point in the movie where this very Asian character makes a giant paper airplane using her powers, and Brendan goes, "It should have been a crane."
Would you say that if it was a white girl?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
I thought she was white.
Brendan.
Was she not white? I don't know. I didn't really give much thought, to be honest.
The only white person in those movies is Brock Anderson, and it's on his character sheet.
Character sheet.
Goddamn. All right.
If you shoot down a helicopter this motherfucker is in, he survives automatically. He doesn't have to roll for it.
Like he just jumps out of it and lands on his feet.
Yeah, in a roll. He rolls.
Think about
You gotta do the
Chris.
parkour thing.
Think about Chris from Resident Evil, specifically 5. When he
Oh
punches
yeah,
boulders.
yeah. He punches boulders and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. America.
Exactly.
Are we ready to score this thing?
Sure.
I guess.
Brendan gets to go first. It's his baby.
This is your baby.
I have to give it a 9.89.
We're talking about Transformers, the movie.
From 1986.
Yeah, just to make sure that we're not talking about anything else. We're talking about the.
Oh, maybe hit it. It's a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. Not 1 to
100.
Yeah, it's still what do you?
We need to stop.
I'm sorry. You said it was.
You know what? I'm giving it a 10. Fuck that.
Oh, he's making a mockery of the scoring now. That's what he's doing.
I'm
Now he's just
laid it
being
down.
Is that your score?
Yeah, that's my score.
Now he's being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you sure?
are you sure you want to enter a 10 into the scoring system?
If this is my first 10, then I'm glad it's this movie.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we have a 10.
I haven't done that yet.
There's
You
officially.
don't have to.
I've never actually given a live 10 on the show. I gave a posthumous 10 to the only thing that him or Kevin has ever given a 10 to, which was Judas and the Black Messiah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
It's the only thing that's ever gotten a 10 on this show, and it still is. So.
What the
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go next. Listen,
What's that?
this is the Batman and Robin of Transformers. It's like everything that you like about Transformers as a franchise. By 15, 20 minutes into this movie, all of that will be gone. And you'll be left with basically the cartoon portion of the Star Wars Holiday Special for the next 90 minutes.
God damn. I mean, that's the best part of the holiday special.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, I'm kind of torn there.
You can't. The bar is in the dirt, dog.
Yeah, I had to dig it up.
Right.
I cannot say that I enjoyed this for what the content was. I did enjoy Mystery Science Theatering it with you guys. I think if we had a drinking game where every time somebody said giant space butthole,
We wouldn't be podcasting.
we would all
we'd be fucked
be in the ER.
And I gotta work tomorrow, so no.
So
We'd be dead,
yeah, so
especially if they do it during this podcast.
I'm going to. I gave Umbrella Academy season 3 a 3.5, I think, and that was torturous. I hated every moment of that. I didn't hate this movie. I just I didn't enjoy it, and I had to make myself focus on it. So I'm going to give this a 4.2 out of 10.
Damn.
So I did not hate this movie, Brendan. When I looked at this movie, I viewed it through the lens of something that I'm not, which is a kid who was raised in the 80s who really loved Transformers. Unfortunately, I was born like a decade too late for this. I was raised in the 90s and really loved Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and Batman.
I like those two.
Yeah. But for me, I never really got the chance to go back. What I'm getting at is this. Like, I think, sincerely, had I been born 10 years earlier, I think I would have really enjoyed Transformers more as a whole. I think that the concept would have been really cool to me the same way that it was so cool to millions of other kids around the world at that time. I think that I would have watched the TV show if I were a kid growing up in this time frame. And I think that naturally I would have been drawn to obviously the toys and this movie. And I think that with all that information and all that hype and being 10 years old when this movie came out, I think that would have really helped my enjoyment of this and really helped the nostalgia factor as well, because that always plays a role when it comes to looking back at movies like this. You view them with rose-tinted glasses. Mm-hmm. My glasses are not rose-tinted, as you can see.
Oh, yeah. I totally do admit that.
Yeah. But with all that being said, I think that I would have just thoroughly. I can't say that I would look at this as like a critical reviewer and say that I think that this is a phenomenal movie or even like a really good movie, but I think I would be able to say that it tries to do something that is kind of unique for its time by killing off its cash cow main character in like the first 25 minutes is a pretty bold statement. Unfortunately, they don't really have a lot to do afterwards in terms of the good guys. And if there's one thing we know about the 80s, Hulkamania, you need a good guy for people to rally behind.
Brother.
And this movie doesn't have a racist backstabber to get behind. Like Hogan.
Don't forget Liar.
And Liar. How'd I forget that?
I mean,
I actually have
not wrong. Gotta call that spade a spade.
I have a lot of respect for the animation style in this movie because obviously it was all hand drawn back then. I think that The action is definitely plentiful, but they try to keep it fresh, which I also appreciate. The soundtrack is to be adored. It is definitely something that is special and unique for this movie, and it helps it, I think, in a good way. With all that being said, man, like, you still can't really ignore the breakneck pacing, which, again, if I were a kid, which is who this movie is marketed towards, I wouldn't really care about that or the plot. And those are like the two biggest downfalls for this movie. I say all that to say this. I think that under the right circumstances, I would have really loved this. Underneath the circumstances that I currently live in, I have to give this movie a 5.8 out of 10. I think that it's slightly better than mediocre. But ultimately, I think that it's got some problems. It's not welcoming to newcomers.
No,
and
it is not.
Yeah, so it's...
There's definitely some context to be had.
Oh, it's my turn.
It is.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm gonna be the bad guy here.
I thought Caleb was the
I was
bad
going to
guy.
say, like, what?
Let him cook.
The fuck?
Let him cook, Bruce.
So, and this is completely my own personal opinions about pretty much everything we watched about this. Like, for one, it's about giant robots. So that's a massive downgrade in score here. However, it got a decent uptick with the music. I will definitely. I think we're all there.
It did inspire
Let
a
him cook.
whole band.
Yeah, like you said.
Pop
yeah.
off, King.
However, and I can only speak from my personal experience watching this movie. For one, I was never a Transformers guy growing up. Like, never gave two shits. Honestly, I even talked about this while we were watching the movie. I didn't even own a real Transformer toy because I hated my toys to fold in trucks. It just made me annoyed.
Testify.
So, God damn you, Caleb. So ultimately, like you said, this movie was made for people, kids, to essentially bug their parents to buy toys. I can't justify that by saying this is anywhere near a good movie. Will I say it is Howard the Duck bad? No, I will never say anything about any other movie that is that bad. So I'm going to have with my personal biases in here, and also my lack of experience of liking anything close to Transformers. I'm going to give this a 2.
God damn.
Word.
Okay. Ow.
I mean,
Ow.
my
soul.
And again, I did enjoy. What was it? Science fiction theatering this?
Yeah, Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, I didn't expect that high score, but ow.
I'm sorry. I mean,
and that's the greatness. Everybody loves what they love, and that's what we like.
which
Number one
you
rule.
and I have had lengthy
conversations
about kaijus and giant robots, and I hate both of those things.
And that's
so
You don't have to come on here and defend that you love this movie.
No.
That's not what this is.
No.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if they had all hated Mean Girls, I'd have been like, so fucking what?
Yeah.
exactly.
I'd have been like, be mad. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That shit ain't fetch.
God damn it.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
Oh, so that's how it's used.
God damn it.
Yeah, so, I was going to say it could be worse, Brendan, but man, maybe, I don't know anymore.
Is that his lowest score?
Oh, is that your lowest score?
No.
Oh, no. Never mind. That was a dumbass question.
Did you score Howard the Duck?
I don't think you scored
We didn't
Howard.
score it, but I have a score for it.
I
It's
thought
in the
about it,
negatives.
but by the time I got to the end of that review, I was like, I'm not gonna.
When we have had our first
What would you
perfect
score?
zero.
I think that shit would have been a negatives.
You know what I think that movie needed is another chase scene.
Fuck you.
I thought you were gonna say more duck titties.
No, I think just one more chase scene, and that would have really just.
I still need to watch that shit.
No, you don't. Listen, you can watch whatever you want to. I will never tell you. But that movie, I'm telling you, you don't.
You know, when we started doing this throwback thing, I actually thought, like, okay, you know what? We have the main content, and then this will mostly just be for us. But no, these sadistic homies out there, they love this shit, and they'll listen to us shit on this movie for 2 hours, and then they'll go watch it.
Because they want to know what we're shitting on.
Yeah.
It's like I'm morbidly curious now. What the fuck were they talking about?
A bunch of them went out and watched the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Why?
After our cautionary tale.
Because if you say that there's a masturbating Wookiee,
Grandpa.
you have to go see
I was
that for
one of
yourself.
them, to be honest.
Well, you're a homie.
He wasn't at the time.
That's fair. That's
He had
fair.
been
Like, I don't think I was
stripped.
at the time.
Your certificate's in the mail.
Okay.
It's in
be
crayon,
looking
but they were out of ink.
We still need to talk to them.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, Brandon. After giving this movie a 10, I'm gonna have to see if I can amend your homie status for the committee. It probably won't hold up, man.
We probably gonna have to fill out a new set of paperwork.
Yeah. And you just
Like,
gotta
you might be a
read
complimentary homie.
A homie light.
Homie like.
Honorary.
Oh boy!
HH.
Goddamn!
That's
Like,
a lot of
he's
H's.
gonna be the homie that we put out there in the big Digging It mascot outfit.
With the spinning sign.
Yeah.
Think about it. We've only
I would
said
happily do that. I don't know what you're talking about. As a fucking
Honestly, I think I
punishment.
would too. So.
I would be the first one to volunteer for that shit.
We've only said dick and nips like twice, and space buttholes like 976
That
times.
is the new flavor of Digging It.
I don't think I want to try
Space
the
butthole
space
dick and
giant,
nips.
giant space butthole.
Try dick and nips now with space
You never
buttholes
said that
in
with a
it.
straight face.
We're gonna have a hard time getting that past marketing. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
Who knows? Maybe we'll just take off and like our popularity will just outweigh that. Like,
We need that in the
sell
merchandise.
Spencer's.
We need dick and nip shirts. For love of God.
I really do want to get some Dick and Nips and Brother Fucks shirts made before Dragon Con. I really do.
We are in fact working on the merch store. We're
And
pretty
it has
close.
to have the
But it has to have Dick and Nips.
We're pretty close to launching it. It is not going to have Dick and Nips at launch. It will have superhero homies attire at launch.
I mean, we've
and
already
the-
had shirts.
We're getting more shirts.
And then eventually we will come out with some Dick and Nips
And
merch.
giant space butthole shirts.
it's giant space butthole.
That was gonna
It comes up a lot in our show. Come on.
It came up a lot in this episode.
In this episode,
Indiana
yesterday,
Jones?
me and Ace recorded for 2 hours, and I'm very certain that at no point did we say giant space butthole.
I'll go check,
don't
but I'm
know.
pretty sure.
I thought I remember hearing about giant space buttholes.
I haven't
No.
uploaded the episode yet.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how you could have heard.
Only we know what happened in this room
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah, never mind.
But
I could have sworn other
no, in the
other
episode
episodes.
before that.
Maybe that's just me just wanting it.
Indiana Jones is probably the last time we talked about a giant space time
I think
butthole.
so.
But it only takes 2 episodes to talk about it to make it a thing.
I'm saying it's not a thing. There was like 50 episodes in between the Indiana Jones and this one.
Just saying.
Well, before we go off on another tangent about giant space buttholes,
Yeah, you guys have suffered enough, and so have we.
congrats. By the way, this is hilarious. It just reminded me, there was an episode that we posted. I think it was for our Alien Romulus review.
Yeah,
I remember there was a comment we got. It was someone that said, "Man, this review is longer than the movie." I'm like, "Welcome to the podcast."
yeah. First time.
That's
First time here.
that's about par
Yeah. And same thing here. We outpaced the movie
by twice probably.
Yeah,
Close
damn
to
near.
Close to it.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are new here, who are stuck around this long, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
When you're here, you're a homie.
And just to tie it all together for you, at the very beginning of the show, like the cold open, I was talking about that study, and we were talking about Miles Morales a little bit. And the reason that study was done on the increase of people being named that is so we could stay under 55 miles per hour.
All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this. I'm gonna be looking for a new co-host.
I was waiting for it.
See, I love how he says a new co-host, like as if like you aren't the equal partner here.
Right. I mean, clearly he hasn't gotten the memo.
Right?
It's
can't
in the
fire
contract that he can't fire me because Junior gets a vote.
Yeah.
Junior gets a vote.
Yeah. Junior's on the committee.
Look at him. He's voting right now.
Yeah.
He's always voting.
Matter of fact, I think he gave this movie a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
No. He gave it 2 5s.
You son of a bitch. You let me have that, Emmett. You let me have somebody on my goddamn side.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. Listen, I don't know what you guys thought about the movie. Maybe you enjoyed it. Maybe you're Brendan, or maybe you didn't enjoy the movie that much. Maybe you didn't bother to watch it, but you wanted to listen to this review, which is most of you. And so, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, if nothing else. As always, we have had a blast here. We hope that you guys have had a blast. That will be all for now. But until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I'm superhero homie Caleb.
And superhero homie Brendan?
And I'm superhero homie Oz.